Norman.
That's not working, guys. Chat's not working for me. Just let you know.
Just checking it, mate. Working fine for me.
I'll reload. Yeah, back now.
You really can't beat a bit of shitty flute. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live at the Bench. We're back. Another week's rolled by. Would you believe it? Can anyone believe it in here? That week's rolled by. We're back with our usual show. So hopefully, I don't know if he's here yet. We've got Dan looking at all your work on the Facebook page and forum. Obviously, we changed that now. We've gone from showing what you've been working on to what you've finished. So there's still plenty of entries. I think we've still got about 25 or 6 in there. So there's certainly enough to keep us busy. We've got questions for the crew with Al. We've got what we've been buying with Simon. And, of course, our 2 giveaways of the night. The first one in Dan's section. The most, speaking of the devil who joins. The most popular build in Dan's section wins a £10 UMP gift voucher. And we do a £20 random giveaway throughout the night. You okay, Dan?
I am.
You all right, sausage?
I am now.
Excellent. So, yeah, another action-packed night. Let me get that off me. Let me share everybody. We were looking around today and we thought we haven't had a bit of shitty flu for a while. So, you missed it, Dan. You missed Toto, Africa, shitty flu.
Oh.
And it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah.
It was.
Still not as good as My Heart Goes On. That was the best one of them all.
Oh, that would be that
God,
one.
that was brilliant.
Yeah. So hope everyone's all right in the chat. If you haven't said hello before, I know I've seen one new viewer in there already. Say hello. Let us know where you're from. Let us know your real name. And yeah, you got any questions, pop them in there, and we'll get to them as and when we can through the night. Before we get going, Dan.
Hello.
You had any deliveries today?
I've had a UMP delivery today.
Okay, you're going to get 2 tomorrow.
Am I?
Yeah.
Three.
Hey.
Well, technically, one's from the same place, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2 from the
So,
same place. Yeah.
anyway, I'll go back to what I was saying 2 deliveries because I can work things out in my head.
Right.
Well done, Paul. Well done.
2 deliveries, 3 items.
Right.
All right, so make sure you're in.
Yeah, we're in. We're not going nowhere. Our demo's going nowhere, so I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, so yeah, give us a shout when you get them.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. No worries. It's just from me. These are guys aren't involved.
Tactical.
Yeah, it's my yeah. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week. Let me get the chat. Hang on, I've lost it. Oh, let's get rid of that shitty flute before he plays by accident again. I got a feeling there's people complaining. I haven't looked. I got a feeling there's people complaining in the chat. Yeah,
More likely.
oh come
I'm
on.
really enjoying it, Paul.
Oh,
Give me more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sing along, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah?
No, don't.
Okay.
Claire says, Paul, I'm going to leave you on the show. Can I mess you my vote for the finished build?
Sorry.
So, you're right there.
Yeah.
Anything we can help you with?
No.
Never mind. Continue. Nothing to see.
Oh,
Move along.
Oh,
Fine.
These aren't the noises you're looking for.
We can't put that in the chat.
you know there's something bad.
Yeah, let's hang on. I've put that in by accident. Let me just get rid of it. I didn't read it properly. I just see the thingy comment.
You get
Ryan, behave. I'm trying to do things here. I'm multitasking.
Oh.
There we are. Right then. So everybody had a good week?
Yep.
Oh, pardon me.
Well, not bad.
Yeah.
Been better.
Stepping up, Sam.
What?
What?
Huh?
Or stepping on it?
Oh.
Look how you had a bit of spring,
spring.
a little bit of a spring in your step. Well, elastic.
Spring? Jesus Christ. Nearly vaulted over the banister.
Oh dear.
Banjo string went bing. Yeah.
Tim.
Sorry.
Very cool.
Tim, don't tell people my secret.
Just interesting, Jim, as well. How did those cars evolve? I didn't understand that. Are you lost, Jim?
Yes, I'm lost.
Go back and read your last comment in the chat.
Yeah.
That is right. I thought it was funny. I thought Dan did it well.
Yeah, I thought it was comical as well.
Yes, there we go. So hello to everyone. Thanks for tuning in as usual on a Friday. Don't forget we're here Sunday and Wednesday as well, all being well. Hopefully we're on a power cut this week and we can have a full show. Because that was a little bit annoying on Wednesday. To say the least.
Jim's just drifted.
Yeah, clever then, Jim. There we go. Right, who wants to read the chat?
I'll do it, mate.
Good man, Luke. Over to Luke. Away you go, mate.
Okay.
Am I waving at everyone this week?
No.
No.
So, first of all, we have International Scale Modeling themselves. They were doing a test.
Because Alan's daft.
Yeah, and it was all
It wasn't working for me. It says something has gone wrong with the chat, is what it said to me.
But you interrupted Shitty Flute as well.
I know.
Useless.
Yeah.
Absolutely useless.
And then we've got some bloke called Black Rifle Model Works saying evening, folks. Mr. Simon Corey, evening, Pete. International Scale Modeler saying hello. And Tim's Nest London is saying
Very
good
dodgy. Watch out for that one.
Yeah, he's dodgy.
Tim's
Alan
Nest
Parker
London.
saying evening all.
Oh.
Brandon Drescher is saying evening, guys.
Oh.
Rob is saying the chat is all good. Williams Moral Garage saying evening, Paul and the crew.
Bonjour.
Bonjourno. Paul Christopher is saying good evening. Norman D, good evening, fellow screw fiddlers. Dave Allen, wasn't he a comedian?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Oh, Tim Allen. You're thinking of Tim Allen.
Was that the
Oh,
one you
no.
are? Was that the one you are awful, but I like you?
No,
No.
I think Emery.
Dave Allen had a small digit from an accident at work, and
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
he
me.
had very dry humour, didn't he?
he had a very dry humour.
Was that the guy that did the gag with the £10 note under the car tyre?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
it.
Probably,
they're all in the shop waiting for it to move.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's in the chat, so evening.
Oh,
Dan.
hello, Dave.
Oh, he died.
Big
Yeah.
news.
I'm sure he died in about 1998.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm looking at my wrist because I ain't got a watch on.
Well,
medium of YouTube, that is.
Dan, it's Tenerife.
Not next week, week after.
Yeah, where are you going? Tenerife.
Oh.
Booked it,
And
packed
we
it.
have Mr. Andrew Callis is saying, "Good evening, boys. Please make it stop."
Yeah.
We can make it a regular thing every week. The problem is we get copyright struck on it. And the reason I remembered about it, because we got copyright strike. Do you remember when we interviewed Scott?
Yeah,
I got a copyright strike on that today. How long ago was that?
that were
Yeah.
3.
3 years ago?
3-4 years, yeah.
at least 3 years, easily minimum.
They got copyright struck today, so I thought I'll give it a go and we'll see how we get on.
Well, if it happens in 3 years, oh well.
Steve's in saying hello, Plastic Fanatics from Southport, and a good evening to Paul and the Sprue crew.
Hello.
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 Saying Toto. Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Was indeed.
Andy Callis is saying he'll tell us everything. Good to go.
I'm worried.
Mark Hardy Bench is saying, "Yep, it's hurting my ears too." Mr. John Stone, Banana Man's in saying, "Evening one and all. Glad it's Friday again. Time for some blue."
Yeah, Banana Man.
What are you doing in the privacy of your own home, John? Is it? Mr. Ian Darthwaite is in saying, "Evening, chaps," and Harry Marwick's there saying, "Good evening, everyone." Claire is saying, "Hi, everyone who's playing the recorder." That was Paul. It's a hidden talent. Clegg is saying, "Good evening, all. First time watching live show from Yorkshire. Looking forward to watching." Well, welcome. What's your real name,
Yep.
buddy?
Welcome, Yorkshire.
Rob is saying, "Good evening, gents." Simon Shorey, Paul's playing his piccolo. Mr. Bigsby James is saying, "In evening all, trust you have a good week and enjoying some time at your bench." Indeed, we are, mate. Mr. Glenn Snyder is in saying, "Evening all." And Andy Callis is saying, "Congrats, boys. You've managed to make the birthday song sound good." Sounds good every time, mate. Sounds good every time.
That is.
Al's
That's an
Modern
honour.
Photography is saying, "Good evening and welcome to Sing Along with ISM." Claire is saying, "Toto question mark." Yes, it was. And Mr. Mike Tyner is saying, "Hi, Paul, crew, and all in the chat. Hope everyone is well and safe."
Hey, Mike. Not bad, mate.
Oh, Mike.
John Patrick Huston is saying, "Hi, chaps. Newbie from Dagenham checking in. Go Toto."
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening from Dagenham, John. Mr. Steve Partridge is there saying, "Good evening, everyone. Hope there are going to be plenty of cars on the show tonight." I'm sure there are.
Maybe.
Sure there are. Mr. Joe Edwards saying, "Good evening, guys. Dwight and Northern Star. Tell me, Paul, did Mary ever cross over the Mersey?" Or
Anyone?
back up.
Nice dick.
Yeah.
Hang on, what?
Wasn't me.
What
Can't
happened then?
resist. I'm sorry.
I think it's there's fireworks going off near me, and they're quite loud actually.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's Essex, mate. They're not fireworks. That's gunshots.
I was going to say,
Could well be.
so you'll hear an ambulance in a minute, or a cop car.
I hope not.
Mr. Harry Marwick is saying, "Where is my cheese cubes?" No idea, mate.
Refrigerator?
Malcolm Plum is saying, "Good evening, everyone." Alan saying hello to Claire. Brian Moran, "Good grief, thought I had the wrong feed." No, you've got the right one, mate. James Healy's in saying, "Evening all." Evening, James. Andy Callis, "That would be Tutu." What you wear on Fridays, up to you, Andy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice
well,
pink
there
one.
you go.
Sean White is saying, "Evening, guys." Good evening, Sean. Dwight and Northern Star. Paul, when did your power come back on? Is it from a power plant on the river?
What?
I'm gonna say he's got wires to his house, not the river.
No, the main cable in the street blew and popped the main cable, so you have to dig all my road up and all the main road up and replace the cable. Apparently.
Laying cable.
It went off that morning and came back on about 2:30 in the afternoon. It was.
Daniel Croak is saying good evening, everyone. John Howell, good evening to everyone. We've done Claire's comment about the message for the vote.
I can't do it because it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. Yari T is saying good evening, all. Digsby James, laugh out loud. My wife asked what the heck was that while it was playing.
Shitty food.
Steve Partridge saying, Sam back at the bench. That's so good to see.
It is, isn't it? We're all basking the glory of.
Indeed, it is.
Oh,
Figure of a man. Jeff Rock saying, a very good evening, everyone. Hope and trust that everyone is fit and well.
Oh, Jeff.
Indeed. Hey, Mika saying evening all. Matt 58 saying hello, everyone. Dave Groves, good evening all. James Hill, nice to see you back at the bench, Sam. Absolutely.
Good.
Johnny is saying afternoon all. We're expecting an ice storm tomorrow night. Oh, joy. A new viewer, Bolter and Brushes. That's Elise. She's a very talented Warhammer painter.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Go check her out on Instagram and YouTube. Jim Clark is saying hi all.
Oh, Jim.
Hello, Jim. Jan Loftus is saying evening guys. Good to see Sam back in the cave. Dwight is saying being out of the workshop garage because of too cold weather, -0 centigrade. That's not cold, mate. Fahrenheit outside, 42 Fahrenheit in workshop with heat on. There you go. Pat's Place is saying aloha. Stu Part is saying hello all. We are keeping safe and well. Johnny is saying, oh my God, Sammy's at the bench. He is indeed. He is indeed. Williams Model Garage saying it's -14 Fahrenheit here, which is -25 degrees. Yeah, that's cold.
That's pretty chilly.
That's pretty cold. Yeah. Willie Mack is saying hi all at the bench and all in the chat. Dave Allen, Dan, how did you know about my fingers? Conversation for another time, maybe. Roger Watson is saying, hi guys, will any of the car modelers be getting the 1/12 scale motorsport detail set for the Porsche 935? It's €900 from Spot Model.
Only if you want to buy it for me.
I'm gonna say no. And I've got one down there, but no.
Same here.
No.
€900.
I've got one.
I will say this though. I will say this: the new shuttle that's on umpretail.com is a beast of a kit.
Yeah, it's good.
You what?
Mine come today.
Space shuttle.
Oh.
You know you can't enter that into the sci-fi build, do you?
No, I don't care. I just wanted one anyway.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
But you can enter into the film build, can't you?
If you do, it's the Moonraker, won't you?
Moonraker.
I can't even remember which shuttle it is actually.
David Gilmore saying, nice to see you all. Greetings from Cortez, Colorado. Dave Allen is saying, Allen is my middle name. Yeah. Daryl Masters is in saying, evening, gentlemen. Dave Allen was a great Irish, risky, dry humor comedian who loved. I'm not going to read that. Just in case, though. Just in case. They're not my biggest fans as it is from what happened in the late 90s. Williams Model Garage is saying 12 southwest of Mankato. William Mack is saying, Sam, good to see you back on the tools.
Cheers, right.
Richie Lamb, good evening, artists of styrene.
Cheers.
Jan Luigi is saying, good evening, everyone. BAE Sea Harrier FRS 1 and 148 on the bench tonight. German shoots and Panzer Puma 135 on the way to follow. Luke Black Rifle Challenge videos. Yeah, good. Southwest Modeler, Flag. Good evening, everyone.
Oh, he's actually up to watch.
Yeah, he's awake. Tam McMillan saying evening all. Brian Wilmore, good evening, everyone. Dwight and Northern Star. I'm trying to figure out which part of you would play. So, hold on, I'm going to read that again. I'm trying to figure out which part each of you would play and are you being served.
That's really random.
And the missus is there, so name is in.
Oh,
Hey.
She's at work. She's cleaning up busy. Good evening.
Hello,
How
Mrs.
are
Lou.
you?
She is supposed to be at work.
Yeah.
She's on a break.
Busy
Oh,
saving
okay.
lives, I see.
I can't guess her surname. I know that.
Benny and the Jets, good day, modelling friend. Let's go. Stuart Scale Models, good evening. All not had the best of weeks, but good to see Sam back at the bench, though. Indeed, it is.
Wait.
Indeed, it is. John Stone is saying hello to everyone.
hello.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, good evening, everyone. Mick Tuck is saying, evening all. Does anyone know if Bell Kits have the correct decals for the misspelled original? I've tried to contact them via the website, but the message won't send. Not sure, dude.
I don't know, he means 6R4, does he?
Itai Palachi saying good evening all. Claire is saying she understands. Yeah, it's just it
Just
gets
got to keep it fair, so.
really complicated, Claire. That's the only thing. And KK Kelly's in. She's saying hi to the crew and everyone in the chat from Kelly. Elise Bolter and Brushes is saying thanks for the presentation. You're welcome. And she's happy to be here. Naked Modeler, Mr. Pony Chew Your Shoes Off. He's saying good evening, everyone.
Hey, Nibbles.
Douglas Weir saying evening, folks. David Bennett saying good evening to all. Dwight and Northern Star. That's what I meant when I say 0. I'm near Williams Mama Garage. It was minus 15 last night and minus 25 with the wind chill. Yeah, that's pretty cold. It's pretty cold.
I've still nipped
And Jiff Jack 69 is saying, evening, folks. Great to see Sam with a tool in his hand again. It's been a while.
Hey, what?
Currently working on a Tamiya AMG S600 Coupe. It's the old Tamiya kit from the 90s or early 2000s. Nice. Claire is saying, is the Tamiya shuttle on UMP? Hoping to do it as the American build, as Alan suggested.
It certainly is on UMP.
If the left, yeah.
Yeah, go and have a look at umpretail.com. Darryl Masters, he's saying Brian's off to a bad start already. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Patrick McGee is saying good evening. Cade Lane, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is keeping well. Not too bad, mate.
Hello.
And Dwight Northern Star is saying this is the best Zoom chat on the internet, and the group is the best. We will not disagree with you on that, my
He's
friend.
watching the wrong show, isn't he?
What's he
Must
smoking?
The bone.
Mick Tuck is saying, sorry, 6R4 Bell 015. I think he's talking about the decals again. Yeah. And Z Bear 99 is saying, hi guys, it's been a while. Hope all is well with you and your families. Not too bad, mate. Thank you.
It's better now.
And we are ready today. Gary's in, Ride the Wind. He's snuck in. Evening, everyone. Sneaking in the back door as I'm at work. That's what she
It's
said.
not the first time he's had to say that.
There we go. We're up to date.
Excellent.
Nice one, Luke.
Nice one, Luke. How many views have we got? 116. Cat Monster Pigeons. Let's do our giveaway now.
Ooh.
Giveaway.
Not ready.
Right. So you get a chance now to win a £20 UP gift voucher. All you've got to do, when prompted in the chat by Mr. Alan Parker, is pick one number from 1 to 1,000. Pop it in the chat. After 5 minutes, do a live random number generator, and the closest person to the number wins a £20 UP gift voucher. It's as simple as that. When are you ready, boys?
Ready.
I'm going to begin it. 3, 2, 1. Start your numbers.
Claire's going to be the last one. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to work out.
Guarantee.
Oh, I like the clock there. No.
Yeah. As long as it does a ding-a-ling at the end, it'll be all right.
Norm loves his ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah.
Steve says, Tim, does that take batteries? And as Dan asked to lend it.
Dan's not allowed to use this.
Either way, wipe it off.
I blew it off, sorry.
Sounds so wrong, but so right.
I prefer blowing it off, to be honest.
To play some music while we're waiting for this.
Yeah.
No. No.
4 minutes, folks. You got 4 minutes.
4 minutes of something glorious.
I can do.
Hopefully Claire's still on the chat and then she can chuck a number in.
I
Oh no,
could
it wasn't this, was it? It was the voting she wanted to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people picking the same number. Well, first person to pick it wins.
Well,
It's up to you. It's up to you to check if the numbers are gone. You can't change it either. So, yep. Hello, Sean. There's Paul. Greetings, lads. Many thanks, Paul, for your goodness. I hope Al's booster seat is set to self-leveling. Hello, Paul. It's good to see you in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hello, mate.
my booster seat's not working, Paul.
Oh, no!
oh.
Whatever you do, don't press the other way. It'll shoot you out the window.
Eject.
Well, what's wrong? What's wrong, Jim?
There we go.
No idea.
Nothing wrong here.
What is these eject?
Well, because didn't want to go the other way.
Hey, Bill. Bill's in the chat. Sergeant Bones.
Oh, Bill.
Oh.
Tim, are you stroking or sanding that thing?
Both.
No, he hasn't started it yet.
You haven't started your BMW either, have you?
I actually haven't.
No, there you go.
No, I haven't. It's away.
He's not playing the game, Luke. He's not playing
I started a Porsche.
Oh, there you go.
Not the one.
2 minutes, folks. You're down to 2 minutes.
Different one than I said. If I can find.
Adam's in the chat. How you doing, Adam?
Hey, Adam.
Unfortunately, 423's been picked already.
Well, you can't change it now.
My old ATC number. Yeah, cadets.
The model by our uncle says Paul for president.
Why not?
Greetings from good old Germany. Hello.
No, buddy. Oh, good
Yeah,
night.
if you pick a number, it's already gone. It's hard one. You can't put another one. You best have to scrolling down the numbers very quickly.
Once you pick your number.
Yeah. That is it.
I think Tim should explain about the numbers again.
What, you think Tim should do the next bit?
The number.
I think it's a bit painful. I think it's a bit. Maybe next week. Well, look, Tim can prepare.
I like to prepare.
1 minute, folks. You're down to 1 minute.
I think you should do the countdown song for the next minute.
Oh, okay.
Go on then, Tim.
What would you like to sing it with?
Your mouth.
Ready? 50 bottles.
Unless you're talented through the other orifice.
Hey, I can get some spoons.
Cool.
Yep.
And your face.
Simon, are you ready to your bit next?
Can do, yep.
30 seconds, folks. You're down to 30 seconds.
Good job. It's not a 4-number pick who would put their ATM pin number by accident. Yeah, that's a good point, Daryl. There does seem to be a few devil worshippers. You're not one.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling time coming up in 3, 2, 1.
Ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh, Claire's done it.
Playing with.
Managed it again.
Yeah.
Told you. I told you.
See, she said it was just out on mine, but
Calm down. Oh, let me have a look. My word is final. And she's in on mine. There you go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in on mine.
Right then. So we've got a random number generator. Is that sharing?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Sorry, it's Google. We don't use that one because it's a pain in the backside. So we're on random.org. I'm going to put 1,000 in. I'm going to click this one, so that'll be a winning number. As always, the 2 people pick the same number, or 23, about the chat looks like tonight. The first person to pick it wins. If you think there is one, please don't shout it out, because we have had the wrong name shouted out before. So yeah, the winning number for the £20 UMP gift voucher is 126.
Woo!
126. Do you know why 6 was scared of 7?
7, 8, 9.
Because 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Shocking. So we made a chair. A chair? What the hell? Where did a chair come from? Bit wood. We made a change this week to Dan's section where we're not showing work in progress. Yeah. Did you guys not hear me say, don't shout out in chat? And there's people shouting out in chat. Oh, I see. I'll let you off. Never mind now. Backtrack. I thought you said you want to look at the number thinking that's nowhere near it. We made a change to Dan's section, whereas we used to show all the work, which was getting just way too busy. We changed it to finished builds only. And even then, Dan, I think you're nearly 30, aren't you?
Yes, there's more on Facebook than the forum, which I'm a bit disappointed
That's
about.
a shocker.
But I were expecting that, to be fair.
Yeah. Always is a little slightly lower, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what we're going to do next week, Dan's been sharing that post to the ISM page. What we're going to do is Dan's going to post it over on the Live at the Bench page and then share it to ISM, unlock the post on ISM.
Yes.
That way we can find it easy and anybody else can as well. Does that make sense, Dan?
Yes.
It does, doesn't it? It'll just bring it over to there and whatever. So, yeah, we'll do that next week. A bit of a mix-up this week over the title.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I edited that on the forum. I think I must have edited it and not clicked post.
I've done that many a times. You know,
Because I was like, I'm sure you copied it and I'm sure I changed it.
Well, last time I put a post on the forum, I pressed preview to check it, and then I thought I thought I pressed submit and it didn't, and then I forgot what I wrote and it ended up and just left it.
How did it go?
Pirate! Have we got a winner?
Yeah, we think we have.
Who wants to announce it?
I will do if you want.
Okay, Al.
So today's winner is Les Waynes, is it? With the number 113.
Oh, well done.
Well
There we
done.
go. Well done, Les. If you email me on ismprizeclaim@gmail.com, that's ismprizeclaim@gmail.com, I will sort you out. You need an account on umpretail.com. You can find links to all of those on any video that's not a live video. So in the description, there's links to the UMP retail site and the email address to email me on.
I'm so close to the silver award now on UMP.
Ooh, I've got a gold one if they can have. So yeah, email me with the email address you registered with UMP and I will sort out that £20 voucher. Well done. There we go.
Ooh.
Stick around, we've got a £10 one to give away in Dan's section. And something else we're going to do in Dan's section as well, which Jim's had an idea twice now.
Oh, we want to go steady.
We're going to take the winners from each week and every 3 months, quarterly, do like a quarterly
Best of the best.
Qualifier.
best of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll do a yearly one from those 4 winners. And at the end of the year, I think me and Lee will stump up a prize in there, bit of a bigger one for you. So yeah, we'll have 12 obviously through every 3 months. And at the end of the year, there'll be 4. And the most notable build will win a nice prize at the end of the year.
I knew there was a reason why we kept Jim on here.
I can't remember it. I was just waiting for things to evolve. There we go. Well done. Congrats.
There you go.
And there we go. Got Racing Line Replicas as well. It's a new name. Not seen that one before.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's quite a good, cool name, actually.
Yeah. Right then, Simon, do you want to go and have a look at what we've been working on?
Certainly can do.
Fine.
What we've been buying, you mean?
Fine.
No.
I knew what you meant.
No. What we've been working on. We haven't got what you've been building. Oh, I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Go on, carry on.
Really?
I was trying to backtrack, Paulie. Shut up, Tim.
All right.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah,
Right.
Tim.
So we're going to do this slightly differently as well, just to hopefully speed things up, because there's 70 odd items again this week. So
You're not going to
rather
click on
than
each picture, Simon?
Sorry?
Is that skip past all the boring stuff?
No, you're not going to click on each picture?
No.
I don't think that'll work.
I'm not happy about that. I'm going to have to have a word with committee about that.
Yeah.
Oi.
We sat here today sorting it out. I think you're going to have to click on them, Simon. I don't think that's any.
We'll put the motion forward about this, Dan. Let him.
Yeah.
Go on, Simon. It's fine. Go on, mate.
Right. So first up is myself. With
all about you, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is the only way I know whether I'm at the start of all of what you've been buying, if I can get in quickly.
Well, at least you know when stuff's working and posting and not complain during the intro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First up, we got some calsonic conversion wheels for my Skyline, which I messed up a while ago, and some carbon decals for some other kits I want to do. Got myself a nice UMP order. The Porsche 917K and the AMG C-Class DTM. Unfortunately, the Haribo lasted about 3 seconds when that arrived.
Didn't you get mine today?
I didn't
It's
get
not
it.
the only thing.
Yeah. So lots of new Fujimi kits on UMP retail. They're going fast, so I'll get over there quick.
There was a lot of Fujimi kids.
Yep.
Not as many anymore.
No, but you're still worth going over and having a look, because you might find something else you want to buy as well.
Exactly.
I also have at long last invested in a display circle cutter and some decals for my Porsche 962C.
Why are they called Element Tools? Mine's not called that.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It came from HM, and it's all, I mean, it's in a proper box.
Oh, yeah, I'm just reading that.
Yeah. Next up, we have Mr. Hugh Gordon, who's got himself a Western Wyvern from Trumpeter in 1/72 and some Tamiya tape to fit in his UMP tape dispenser. Happy modelling. He's also got himself some Tamiya snips. Now has the correct description. Okay.
Pointy, sharp, choppy things.
Yeah. Are those the double-bladed ones, Al, I'm assuming? Yeah, it must be Tamiya. He's also got himself a late but welcome addition, the Revel 148 Phantom FGR2.
Is that the Husky Reeboks?
Yes, it is the one I built, mate. It's nice.
Yes.
Good kit, that.
Yeah, it is.
Next up, we have Mr. Thomas Hebert, who got 3 new kits for his birthday last Sunday. Happy belated birthday, mate.
Happy
He
birthday.
got the new Revel Jaguar E-Type in 1/24th. And Belkit's Computer Vision MG Metro R64 in 1/24th. He's got updated decals, so it no longer says Angel Harris. And he got himself a laser cut U-Gears wooden buggy kit.
They're good kits, them laser cut kits. I've done a what were it? It were Da Vinci's first helicopter. Really good kits to just fumble away with.
There's a lot of Warhammer terrain.
Yes.
Done in that way.
Yeah.
This is one of them here, and they're not expensive. There you go.
Just don't forget, we can't really see it at the minute, and that's fell off.
Oh, all laser cut.
We can't see you making size screen share.
Ah, Simon.
Sorry,
no,
man.
it's all about Simon, isn't it?
You can show us in a minute. Next up, we have Mr. Dan Scattergood, who got himself a gift from our mad friend Sam. Thank you very much. So he's got himself Snow Speeder.
Expensive, them.
Very nice. He also got himself a delivery from UMP Towers, which we just talked about, the Tamiya Space Shuttle Atlantis. Very nice. That does look quite a big beast, actually, comparing that with this.
It's going to be huge.
That looks nice, mate.
Cool.
What about
Next
shuttle?
up, Next up, we have Mr.
I think it were only on Facebook for 3 minutes before I ordered mine.
No, don't blame you, mate.
Just quickly, Darryl in the chat saying, will Tim do the ISM quarterly and yearly awards? We would do, but if Tim doesn't, they'll be short. There's only 32 weeks in Tim's years.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I thought not everyone's winning in my world.
Exactly.
Next up, we have Mr. Alan Parker. He got himself a little something from UMP as well. He's got himself a BMW Z4 Fujimi kit as well, and some tapes And is that some sanding in the left
customizable
pocket there?
sandables, yeah.
Yeah.
At least you
He
got
got
them.
himself another kit from Fleabay, a 1/24 Revel Jaguar E-Type. Very nice.
Nice.
And he got a few other bits and bobs and paints and top studio detail upsets for his, is that for your Williams, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for the Williams, yeah.
Yeah, and some other detail up bits as well. Very nice from.
It's only Tim.
Hey.
I say that's only Tim talking about it. You can skip that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. All right. Also, Mr. Sean White got himself a small delivery from the guys at UMP Towers. Great next day delivery. Cheers, guys. So he's got himself the AMG C-Class DTM. Very nice kit. Some primer, some paint, and some Haribo.
Good looking jam jar, that.
Yeah, it's a lovely car. He's also got himself the Magnifier US sports car. He read some disappointing things about the upcoming 112 Meng kit, the price of the damn thing. So he decided to pick up one of the 112 Magnifier versions at less than a third of the cost of the Meng. The free tweezers were a nice bonus. It's a nice kit.
I think the price of that new Meng one is just too much.
Yeah, it's a crazy price. Just quickly as well, Andy says, any news on the Apex? Yeah, they'll be out next week, mate. End of the week.
Cool.
Next week.
He also got himself a dinky little 120th Honda F1 kit and some bits and pieces.
I mean, not dinky.
Ha ha ha. He also picked up the 124th GT40 kit. Very nice.
Cool.
The Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR from Fujimi 124th. That's a nice looking motor. And lastly, a few other sundries, including a Display Stepler Circle Cutter. I seem to be getting a few of those going this week. Been after one for a while, but couldn't be asked with using AliExpress. Found a UK supplier that actually had some in stock.
That's why I can't find them in UK, is it? Because everybody else is buying them.
Yeah, I'll tell you where to get them in a minute, Dan.
Cool.
Next up, we have Mr. Jason Works. As he was saying last week, there are still 13 kits in the mail. They've now all been delivered. So first up is Tamiya's Mercedes CLK DTM 2000 in 1/24th. He's also got the Tamiya Calsonic Impul, the Tacodome NSX. Hang on, we have more.
Wait, there's more. Oh, that's
that
was crap. That was crap.
That was terrible.
That were pants.
You should be ashamed.
I'm gonna go and sit in another room for.
I would.
I
give you a wobble.
Sit in the corner and think about what you just done. Yeah.
He also got himself the Zanavi Nismo Z in 1/24th, the Zent Surumo SC 2006 in 1/24th, the Raybrig NSX, the Mobile One SC, the Mercedes AMG GT3, and he's got himself a YZR M1 as well in 1/12th. The Fiat Estoril YZR M1 in 1/12th, and another YZR M1 in 1/12th, plus the Alfa Romeo 155 Martini version in 1/24th, a Mercedes CLK DTM 2000 Warsteiner, and that was it.
Pollard.
Nice one. Next up, we have Claire Smith, who picked up 2 kits and a few bits from UMP. She got herself the Fujimi 124 Ferrari 288 GTO, one of my favourite cars. That the Tamiya McLaren Senna, very nice indeed, and some LP 76, 77, some 1mm tape, 2mm tape, and the fine engraving needle, and some Haribo, of course. And she's saying thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next up, we have Matthew Strawn. He just acquired the Hot Boys Beskar Mandalorian.
Hot Boys?
The Durasteel one is coming today, hopefully. Awesome figure. Matt, I deleted the other pictures of that. If you could just post one picture, please, mate, in future, that'd be appreciated.
I don't know who these Hot Boys are.
Hot Toys. Next up, we have Digsby James. He finally tracked a Draken down, the 148th Hasegawa Saab J35. Every time he's tried to order one, they were always out of stock, so I had to pull the trigger when I found it. Very
That's
nice.
going to be a great kit, though, isn't it?
That looks good, yeah. Good box.
Yeah, very good kit.
It's meant to be.
Yeah. Next up, we have Mr. Clinton Eels, aka Chunk, who's got some more paints from SMS. Very nice. He's also got himself a Lego Mando kit. Very nice. We then have Anti Bacala, who's got a package from Gravity Color Spain from left. Aston Martin Quantum Silver, BBS Gold, Calsonic Blue, Nissan Katsura Orange, Pagani Rosso Dubai, and Subaru WRX Blue, plus some stickers. As always, quick delivery now just needs to buy a Nissan Calsonic and a Subaru, and I will have use for every colour. Very nice indeed. Joe Edwards got himself a Mr. Hobby Pin Vice basic set, 172nd seat belts and 2 MP modular storage systems. Where would he have got those from? I wonder.
God knows.
Joe Edwards also got himself a bunch of micro brushes and some AK Extreme metal paints as well. Next up, Mr. Timothy Ivats, who will be rivet counting with a digital micrometer and Archer rivets. Very nice. Are those for the sub, Tim?
Yeah, redo little rivets on the very lower joint.
That's going to take a while.
No, they're, you can cut them into strips, so it should make it fairly easy.
Good man. Ian Douthwaite got himself a bit of a UMP order this week as well. So he's got some airbrush cleaners, some tape, some sanders, and of course some Haribo. He also got some decals and PE from Spot Models. No issues or extra costs with the B word, apart from being delayed in Spanish customs for a week. Very nice indeed. Not his usual, Ian Douthwaite again, not his usual thing, but some local was selling a set of 3 stupid cheap Metaler 3D metal kits. May see the light of day for the sci-fi build at the end of the year. Very nice. They look quite good. Oh, chug chug. Oh, he's got the R2D2 one already. Next up, we have Mr. Al McNeish, who got a Prezi from that madman Sam, the 148th Trumpeter Wyvern. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome,
172nd, sorry, mate. A 172nd Airfix Short Sterling,
Yeah, sure.
3 Series 7 brushes, 3 Edding 780 pens, UV light glue pen, and 2 rolls of green tape. Prezi from Mr. Morgan. Very nice.
Look at you, Al.
Yeah, I was a baller.
Yeah.
Those UV pens are good.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mr. Dan Edmonds, who got more bonnet catches, this time from Profil 24, ordered direct. Delivery from France just took a couple of days and cost €4, but more importantly, they are in scale. That's good. Pretty quick. Don Williams, from his grandsons for Christmas, he got himself a 172nd Academy A10A. Very nice. From his daughter and son-in-law, he got a 135th Tamiya M41 Bulldog.
Very nice kid.
He got himself some Model Air US olive drab, khaki green and aluminium. And again, FaceAche's playing up. This is why I'm not clicking on the photos every one. You got some AK APC interior green, USMC forest green, USC Army olive drab. Very nice. Some AK 3rd gen dark aluminium, brass, oily steel paints, etc. He got himself the Monogram 124th 66 Mustang GT350H. Beautiful car, that. The AMT 125th GT500. So he got 2 of those donor kits. He got himself a Revel 41 Willis Street Rod in 125th. An AMT 125th Indy Loader, Indy Lola even, which will be done as AJ Foyt's Copenhagen car. Very nice. He got himself the Wave 124th Benetton 193, but we done as a 192 tribute to Schumacher. That'd be good.
Nice.
He got himself a box from one of his best friends, Patrick Kennedy, and this is what there was in there minus the Revel Mercedes F1 car he's built. The Revel McLaren MP412, very nice. He also got himself a McLaren MP425 from Revel, 124th Accurate Miniatures M8B, a lot of detail in that. The Monogram Bill Elliott's 1984 T-Bird, and one of the Holy Grail kits, the Revel 51 Henry J. I'd like to thank my best friend for this hobby, for the gift, and hope I can do something like it in the future. Very good.
Oh, isn't it?
What a gas.
That's cool.
Dave Allen got himself a haul from UMP, Sanders and Black Primer. Very nice. Also, his beautiful wife got me this kit for Valentine's Day, the Aoshima 124th Toyota Hilux Custom. Cool. That's a beast. He also picked up himself the Bell Kit's 124th Escort Mark 1. Unfortunately, will not be building this scheme, have something else planned. Next up, we have Douglas Weir. First up, this little lot from UMP, broadening his skills by trying something other than cars. His second armoured kit after the Meng Warrior IFV and a few other bits and pieces. And I think those are the new pigments at the front there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. They are indeed.
Very nice indeed. And a nice Chally 2 to go with it as well. He also bought himself a trip down memory lane with this simple, cheap little Airfix Spitfire. Very nice. And another kit after having my curiosity piqued by watching a Black Rifles build series. Plus, it's also technically a car before its armour. And on some paints. So he's got himself the SAS Land Rover. So
nice. You'll enjoy that, mate.
I assume you'll be following Luke's video build on that, Douglas. And last but not least, from Douglas, a few more things turned up today. Paints for the Chally 2 Spitfire and Pinky, some oils to play around with for weathering, and a new needle for his Neo, and a solid needle cap for his Evolution. Very nice. Next up, we have Mr. Paul Bertland. He got himself a few bits this week. First up, a whole bunch of Edding pens in different sizes and colours, and they are very good.
Yeah.
He got himself a Dodge Viper GTS in 125th from Revel, a BMW 3.5 CSL, very nice indeed. He's got himself a few more bits.
Those ebbing pens, have you been getting it anywhere particular, or just like
just eBay, mate?
Yeah,
just eBay.
Yeah.
Here's your link if you want.
That's why I see loads on there last night. I was having a look. I was like, I see the guys actually getting them from anywhere particular, but
yeah, no, just eBay. He's also got himself a whole bunch of kits from overseas: the Porsche 917K, the Calsonic Nissan, the RX-7, and the BMW 2002 Tii, all in 124 from Fujimi and Hasegawa, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the Aoshima from the RX-7, isn't it?
Yeah.
He got himself a few bits and pieces for paints, for seats, and a Porsche. Dodge the Viper Green, very nice. A couple of detail upsets, some seat belts, and what's the other one for?
Oh, lamp lovers.
Oh, hello.
Simon! It just what do lamp lovers is?
Perfect.
My notifications are off as well, which is quite frightening.
Simon, I'm out of interest. What's lamp lovers?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
He's a connoisseur of
Hang
lamps.
on, wait a minute. How are you, Tracy?
He is behind me, actually.
I know she is. I've seen her walk in.
No, I can still see the screen.
Hello, Tracy.
the explaining.
He's looking at dodgy stuff.
Moving swiftly on.
If you go back about a minute on YouTube, you can see it.
He also got himself a bunch of Gravity Spain paints, which I won't go into detail of because there's a pile of them there, but also including the new interiors colours. Very nice indeed.
Twice in a week. Busted.
Next up, Mr. Sam McCord, who's got himself another big gun, the CADS N1 Kashtan CIWS.
No, it's a boom, boom, bang, bang. Very different.
Yeah.
Okay, big gun, boom, boom, bang, bang.
Boom, bang, bang.
He got himself the GSDF heavy wheeled recovery vehicle from Aoshima. Very nice. And a Chevrolet C15A number 13. That's nice.
That's cool.
And he got himself the M1 24OA1. Very nice.
I actually bought 3 of them.
Really? Crikey. A US Cougar 6x6 MRAP.
Cracking kit.
An AK-130. Another big gun. An M4A2 Sherman.
Nice.
And a Leopard C2 Mexus with Dozer blade. Very nice.
I think I could find a Cougar on that.
Steve Partridge got himself his first kinetic kit, going to try and recreate the box art, the Harrier GR1 GR3 in 1/48. And he also got himself a GMB P12 bike from Zvezda, sorry. And last but not least, there's a couple more, a submarine, a BMW and some paints. So that's a sub.
I got one in.
The BMW Z4 GT3 and some LP paints. Very nice. Next up is Richie Lamb with another care package from UMP, ordered early hours yesterday morning, which turned up today. Very nice. Some paint and some pigments. Michael Benjamin Mitchell just bought a Tacon 135 King Tiger during Sprue Ross Tacon flash sale last Friday. This should be interesting with very complete interior and all. Very nice.
Big builder.
Yeah. Stuart Avery got himself the first off the block, some armor beginning with a rather bash box of the new Ryefield initial DAC Tiger 1, followed with the amusing hobby Tiger P and the Tamiya early production Tiger 1. Very nice. Oh, come on. Then some more armor with the Hobby Boss King Tiger, with Zimit and Trumpeter late production Tiger 1, as well as ICMG4 Getman car with passengers. Very nice. More 144th airliners in starting with the 3 Zvezda kits, the TU 154M, TU 135 with X-Brass detail, and IL 62 and Zvezda limited edition IL 86. Very nice. And some more retro airliner kits, also being F-Resin BOAC Comment and the BA Trident 3B and Revel 50th anniversary Drumbo 100 series with Pan Am aftermarket decals. Very nice. And he's going to go more modern airliners. He's got the Revel Airbus A319 with aftermarket X-Brass details from Metallic Details and aftermarket BEA retail skiing floor from 26 decals. He's got the Airbus A320 with aftermarket Air France decals from V1 decals, and also Lufthansa Airbus A320 Neo. And finally, got the Revel 144th 787 Dreamliner and Hella 172nd Junkers JU 52-3M. Have a great weekend, guys. Next up, we have Jeff Light, the latest addition to his UMP arsenal, the mega set of UMP pigments. Really looking forward to using these as these several pieces of armor to finish. Looks like yet another fantastic product from UMP. Of course, with the obligatory Haribo there as well.
Nice.
Also from UMP, he got Tamiya's McLaren Senna for his stash and Tacon's 135th
Cool. That is cool.
P206S. Very nice.
Love that.
And that's probably going to be his next armor build after completing his research. And that, folks, is it for this week.
Nice one, Sam. If anyone wants to add into the lamp lovers, Sam will add you.
Yes.
What a time for Tracy to roll through that door. Because I watched that and I was like, oh. Twice this week he's been caught.
Oh, naughty boy.
Good lad, Simon.
What are you looking at, Simon? That was funny today.
Can't have been my laptop, must have been one of the kids.
Yeah.
Gary just said about fake taxi. Yeah, it's fake taxis to pop up on Dan's.
Hang on. That weren't me. That weren't genuinely somebody else.
Dan.
Oh, that was the group you asked me to add you to last week, wasn't it, Simon?
Tim?
I've had the same problem, Dan. It was somebody else, yeah.
Are you blaming your son, Jack?
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
Well, got to blame someone.
Jack out tonight?
Sorry?
Is Jack out tonight?
Yeah, he's partying at nightclub in Chelmsford. No, he's next door playing his guitar. Bending our ears.
Alan, can he borrow your deck cushion things for tonight? He needs them.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Don't sleep.
Claire saying she wants a lamp back. She's going to need to get out of the slimy butthole.
Yeah, and then Kev said he's not allowed in the slimy butthole.
You only get away with it by accident once as well.
Yeah, twice. It's definitely on purpose.
Apparently, anyway.
Oh well.
Have we got anything we need to catch up on in the chat? I don't want to read it.
I can have a go, mate.
Good job, Sam. There's loads in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was quite a few this week.
Don't bother sending me the links. Al did it, and I've ordered one already.
Okay, good man.
Coolio. Thank you anyway.
So everyone's saying good idea about the quarterly sort of winners. Everyone's happy with that. Antipalika is in saying hello and good evening, folks.
Oh,
Claire was saying it's 40 years since the first shuttle launch this year. Wow.
Crazy, eh?
That's crazy. Elise from saying that's a nice ride, Simon. Yeah. Dwight and Northern Star is saying Canuck Badger said medical air guns were given priority over normal consumer airbrushes, so it's slow shipments. That's fair enough.
Wait, what happened?
Apparently, Dwight and Northern Star is saying Canuck Badger said that medical air guns were given priority over normal consumer airbrushes, so it slows shipments to consumers.
Do they? Okay. Do they use airbrushes medically?
Air guns, they do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do they make them as well, do they?
Yeah, Badger make those.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done, Ken. Well done, Ken.
Yeah.
Good man. Yeah. Elise is saying this is the way because I told her she should build a car. Daryl's saying he ordered all the pigments last night and figured I busted Paul for long enough over when the pigments were coming.
Don't know when the holder's coming out. No idea.
Yeah, no idea. Man. No idea.
Message Lee. Sales at umpretail.com, Daryl. Message Lee.
Yeah.
I'll tell him to expect you.
Or at least.
Auntie's saying the M41 Bulldog is a strange kit originally from the 70s, but still fits and builds better than many new kits, just not as detailed. No, it isn't as detailed, but it goes together really well, and you can add a few bits to it to add that detail to it. It's a nice kit. Steve from Totally Scale Models is in. Hello, Steve.
Oh,
Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Kev saying Simon's browsing history has just caught up with him.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Lots of comments about lamps, which we won't read. Capri saying, Sam, just be aware the RFM MRAP instructions are not very clear in places.
Oh, yeah.
No, but
I'd heard that.
you can kind of figure it out. it's fairly straightforward.
I'll
And
get
that's
back.
pretty much it, really. Everyone just chatting amongst themselves. Stu Pot saying he's also made a shuttle purchase from UMP. There's not many left now. No, sorry.
Good man. Good man. Support a local business.
Yeah. And Dino's in saying hi, troops. Good
Did you
evening.
read that Nina 911 as well?
Say again, mate. Sorry.
That one above. I really enjoy this chat.
Really enjoyed this chat. No, I didn't know. Anise 911 enjoying the chat. Good for you. Quite a few new names in there tonight.
There's a few there. How many views have we got? Stick around. We've still got a giveaway to do. No, we haven't.
Yep.
We're not ready. Sorry. Keep on to the end. Oh, I forgot we did it at the beginning. Oh, sorry.
Well, if you enjoy the show, want to give it a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've got 138 watching and 80 likes. Gary's clearly not in because we haven't got a dislike.
Tina says for Paul. When do you think
Very
you're going to get the Apexes back in? Well, like I said 5 minutes ago, next week, end of next week, mate. Please, can you recommend some paintbrushes? I can't airbrush at the moment. Modeling in the house due to the weather. I like the Tamiya HF brushes.
Yeah. My new favorite brushes are those, which are the Tamiya Super Pro.
Yeah, they're good.
And they're really good. Available at umpretail.com.
As well the HF ones too. Or you got the Windsor Newton Series 7 are good as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bit more pricey though. There we are. So I'm going to hand you over to Jim now, who's going to talk about all the latest club news. Over to you, Jim. Did you not get my message?
Back to you, Paul.
Did you not get my message?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway,
Jim,
over to you.
let me down.
Oh no, shocking.
You know, for a fact, Jim sat there and went, what? Hey?
He's checking his messages now. Look.
Huh?
Jim, you seriously believe me?
I don't know when to believe you and not to believe you, so I just pick one. I'm believing.
If I speak, don't believe me.
I'm going to say, when Paul's lips move, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going to say, what club is he talking about?
Yeah, and James is saying Broken Toad are good for figure painting. They are. They're a good brush.
They're a good brush, yeah. I keep saying I'm going to try them, but I keep never doing
Yeah, they are good.
Not waiting for me, are you? Well, the mountain. No,
You're the star. And Gary's saying, thumbs down given, one wouldn't want to disappoint you, Luke. You disappoint me on a regular basis.
I've seen that question has been held.
Oh my lordy.
Yeah. I've hidden it. Because that's a whole can of worms we don't want to
Oh
open.
my God. See, what I like to do is I like to drive past them very slow in the Jag.
Oh no.
Oh dear. That way.
But Matt, this might have been of interest to the thing. What my mate's up to tonight? Thinking about it. Right then. Al, do you want to do questions for the crew?
Can do.
Go on then.
There we go. Right, the first one's a bit of a long one. Comes from Jonathan Barkley, who says, when spraying Tamiya clear red and orange on brake and indicator lights on a 1/12 scale Tamiya bike, do you just spray the inside of the clear part, or do you spray only the outside, or both?
Most of the time, it would be the inside because it gives you the proper finish on the outside then.
Yeah.
Unless it tells you otherwise.
Yep.
He's got another part of the question there, or maybe a second one, I don't know. He says, when it's used AK Extreme Metals, spraying at 8 to 10 psi and unthinned, he's finding that after 24 hours drying time and detacking, Tamiya tape on the back of his hand up to 3 times prior to placing it, he's finding that the metal paint is lifting and or the masking tape leaves a residue. It's
because they're enamel paints.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why they take quite a long time to dry. If it's something you got to handle a lot, I do it in lacquer personally. Yeah, they do stay tacky for quite a while afterwards. You got to be really careful with them because they are enamel. There's a post yesterday on ISM about them. So yeah, just allow a bit more drying time or use a different metallizer. Faux show.
Okay, well, the next question is from Simon Shorey, who asks, what are the crew's weapons of choice when filling seam lines, etc.? And how do you avoid leaving ghost seams or marks?
CA glue, sprue glue, sand the living life out of it and sand a little bit further than you think. Not a lot, don't just do it till the seam just vanishes. Go a little bit further. But the seams are all those things. You can get one seam that just glues, it's gone. Another one that you fill in, and you can never get rid of it.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
The same process, really.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I do like, for certain things, I do like plastic putty, but it's not for everything. You know, you got quite a lot of shrinkage with it.
Sprue glue is my go-to for.
If I need to brush it on, I'll probably use that Squadron green.
Yeah.
Thin down with Mr. Leveling Thinner, and then you can brush that on, or you can use a cocktail stick, or you know what I mean. That's quite a good one.
Yeah.
It still shrinks, but it's not as bad as the old PPP.
Are there any fillers out there that don't shrink as bad as others, or any recommended ones?
In my experience, they all shrink.
Yeah.
Every single one shrinks.
Yeah. I think that's a good tip that Paul said, though. If you're sanding a seam, go a little bit further than you need or you think you need to.
Yeah.
And then, depending what it is, you might have to rescribe a bit of detail or whatever.
If you're not rescribing the panel lines after you've filled it.
You don't want it ghost seaming after you've done the clear coat and out of nowhere there's massive seam in the body.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, no, it's a pain. I mean, the only reason I asked is quite a lot seems to fill on the Porsche that I'm doing at the moment, and I've been trying some different methods to see what works best. I have come to the same conclusion: either CA glue or sprue glue.
My view is, if you've got a scribe through it, don't use CA glue, use sprue glue. And if you don't, CA glue it.
Yeah.
CA glue goes like bloody bell metal.
Yeah.
Especially if you put it with baking powder, soda, whichever one it is.
Yeah, right.
Put it, mate, not soda.
You ever tried using the microbloons and then CA?
No, not yet.
That could be good. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, that's what the microbloons are designed for, isn't it? So
what they're meant for, yeah. So it's meant to be used in epoxy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Worth looking at. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Jason Works, who asks, what does everyone use for rotary tools and accessories? For example, Proxon or Dremel or any others?
I got a Proxon 50, EF50. I might have a little black battery power drill in here. Probably none of you have ever seen before.
Where did you get that?
Yeah, I can't remember now. I've forgotten.
Oh, okay.
And I've also got the Tamiya blue drill as well. They're my weapons of choice.
Yes.
Yeah. The only one I own is the Tamiya blue drill. I don't have a rotary tool as such.
I have a Dremel, one of them where you can have an extendable shaft.
Yeah.
Just so as it turns into like a pen and you can use it more easier.
I think in the model room.
Yeah, that what Jim's got there. Look, that would. Yeah.
Hey, mister, bend over.
Yeah, I've got an old no-name brand I've had for donkey's years, which is adjustable, and I've also got these pencil erasers, which are converted a little.
Not as good as my Tamiya drill, where it converted 3-pin chuck on end. Just saying.
That one.
Yeah, I've got a black chuck on end of mine with 3 built-in jobbers that work a treat.
Is it bigger? Is it?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Don't let me get involved.
Okay, next question is from Craig Stadius, who asks, is there a specific colour of primer for different top coats of paint?
My rule of thumb, if it's bright, like yellows, reds, anything that's a bright, vibrant colour, prime in white. If it's slightly darker, say like purples, blues, dark reds, I'll prime in grey. And if it's black or metallic, I'll prime in black. That's right. Our idea.
Yeah, similar.
Just so you don't lose the actual vibrancy of the paint, because if you put like a light yellow over a grey primer, it's going to take a lot more coats, and I think you're going to lose some of the vibrancy of the yellow. Yeah. The best way of testing it is spoons, prime spoons, and different colour primers. Put the base colour down, and you will see subtle tones. We did it the other week, didn't we? Alan, what was it I painted? Was it the red for the R32, or was it the blue? I painted one of them on different spoons.
It was a red.
Yeah, and there was ever so slightly different tones, wasn't there, as we went through?
I say, because you can use it to your advantage as well. If you've got a colour and you want to darken it up a little bit, put it on a slightly darker primer, can't you? So.
But to also throw something into the mix, I've got a purple to spray. Purple. I've got Porsche's ultraviolet purple, which is a very vibrant purple. And the body shell, the Porsche, I've literally just primed an hour ago, is yellow. So I didn't want to put white down. I didn't want to do grey, so I mixed a tiny bit of grey with the white and did a very, very light grey on there. So that's it. You can mix them, whatever. But yeah, general rule of thumb, bright colours use white, slightly dark colours use grey, and black and anything metallic.
Or this'll throw cat among pigeons. I've always found that if I'm painting something white, prime it in black.
Yeah, common thing that, yeah.
And weirdly, white covers it. I know it sounds mental, but it does actually work, and it works really, really well. You do get a nice white at the end of it. But yeah, white over black, it's moving along.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
just something else to add to that, which I think was a tip from you, Al, Angry Al, is if you're painting a white body and you want to paint it white, maybe put in a couple of drips of grey just so you can see the colour going on. And
yeah, because that can be an issue, can't it? If you're spraying white primer onto white plastic, you don't really see it there.
If you are doing that, angle the plastic towards your light source.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You'll watch the paint
white and white.
But it is easy to overspray.
Yes, I use white, black, and various shades of grey.
Yeah.
I like grey.
Lots of shades.
I was going to say,
I like grey, don't you, Al?
At least 50.
I mean,
does Mr. Morgan know of your obsession with grey?
It's not an obsession; it's a fetish.
Sorry, of your fetish with grey.
Yes, he does indeed.
I always used to prime in black for armor, but probably over the last year, maybe, I now prime in grey because I find it just gives that vibrancy of color. The reason I used to spray in black is because it helps with the shading. But now I don't pre-shade as such. I post shade and post highlight. I found grey works better as a base primer, and then I can adjust the color afterwards.
I mean, if I'm doing black basing, for example, I can put down grey as a base and then mottle with black, or put down black and mottle with grey, and the effects are totally different. It's amazing, you know.
There you go. David in the chat made a good point. What about pink primer? I completely forgot about the pink primer. For reds, maybe oranges. I've never tried orange on the pink primer. Pink primer works great for red. Makes it really vibrant and it covers really quick. So yeah.
If you were doing an orange, would you not go over the original oxide, your MP primer? Because that might work for an orange.
Maybe. Problem is, no one can get it anymore, can they?
Well, now I'm down to that much.
See, I paint a lot of desert colored vehicles, and I love this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can't get it anymore.
I've literally got just under a quarter of a bottle left.
I may I may be able to help you both out.
I was gonna swear then. Oh, that was close. That was close. I won't be very happy when I run out of it, because for desert coloured armor, that is the one to go.
Is that? I'm going to say that gelb, when I did my Tiger 1, that's essentially what I painted it in, was UMP gelb, and just left it and weathered it, and it looks brilliant.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you're painting green armor, the tip I got from Norm was use that. The red
oxide.
Yeah,
I'll have a look through my stash of primers and see what I've got.
You've worked really well under green.
I have a few bottles.
No, really?
Yeah.
Are you connected to the company in some way?
I like the company that much. I bought it. I'm ready.
Okay, well, the next question is from Darrell, who's back in the fray, saying, general aircraft decal question for the really bright white backgrounds that you want to really blend into the model to age it back, especially if the decal seems a tad thick. He asks, I've seen on vids on the light sanding back technique. Are there any other tips on really sinking that decal home?
Yep.
Buy better decals.
Yeah.
Paint them on.
Who?
Paint the decal. Well, not paint the decals on, but replace
the
them with
marking on.
paint your markings on. Or
yeah.
Once you've sank that decal in, if you want to take the color of the decal back, that stuff.
Yeah,
the transparent white one. Yeah.
That's a tip I got from Paul. God, about 4 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
I've got that stuff.
I got it from somebody else on YouTube.
That works really well. Really well.
Right, okay, if we're finished there. Next question is from Mr. MacNish. Via Carl Roberts, who asked a question last week, and we missed it because I didn't close it. Anyway, he's asking the Tamiya Mitsubishi Evo WRC, would you clear coat over the Tamiya Red LP50 before decals will be finished in the Gravity Spain 2K clear? If so, would you cover the red with LP9?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll do as a barrier coat. Yeah. If you go watch my LP paint review, that's exactly what I do. It's that GT40 on there.
I was going to say, you did that to stop the bleed, didn't you?
Yeah, it does work as well.
Yeah.
It definitely does work. I proved it. I did it side by side on spoons, and you could see the bleed on one side and none on the other. Yeah, definitely clear coated, just as a barrier. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Always best.
Yeah, it's good to do on any strong colour.
Okay, there was another question last week in the chat from Catalin Capatina, which I don't think we answered. He said, could you help me with an issue? I applied the clear coat on my model and my decals are wrinkled. The model is a Lance 7 Tamiya and I painted it with Tamiya red paint. Clear coats Mr. Hobby.
Ooh.
Because the clear coat's hot.
Too hot.
Yeah, because the clear coats, like any of the Mr. Hobbies or even decanter rattle cans, they are very, very hot paints, and you're often thinning them a lot more. Sorry for Brian's comment. You're often thinning them like 50%. It's a lot of thinner, and if you're not careful, it'll eat the decals alive. It's possible to use it. I did a test the other day on a spoon with a rattle can over a home printed decal that Arna very kindly done for me. No problem at all. A couple of mist coats, let it dry for 15-20 minutes, a couple more mist coats, and then a couple of wet coats. But it just takes time to do. You're looking like an hour to clear coat something. So yeah, if you're gonna use hot clears, you need to put really light mist coats on to protect that decal, and then come in. And even then, though, even when you protected it, when you put the wet coats on, it can still reactivate the clear and melt your decals. It's a real risk, and it's a risk I don't take, so I use 2K. And the reason I use 2K is because it's very, very low thinner content, which makes it a very safe, reliable clear.
Sorry, Carl. It's that stuff, mate. It's Windsor and Newton clear, transparent, white oil.
Yeah, Carol says somebody did. Yeah, Brian said it was hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah, not hemorrhoid.
I'll go and get that. I'll go and get that.
Can you lend us some?
Yeah, I'll send you some. I'll swap it you for some gold primer.
Oh, don't get it mixed up.
No, doesn't.
No, definitely not. No. Okay,
You
so
have a
next
job
question.
getting that in the UMP nozzle.
Next question is for from Mr. McNeish. So for those of you in the crew and in the chat, if you want to post in there, who returned to the hobby after a break, how long was that break? Next week we'll get the why.
Technically, mine was 7 years.
About 30 years for me.
About 20 years, probably.
None.
With 30 odd years.
Yeah, about 20, 25 plus for me.
Wow, Dan's like a really bad dub movie.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, you seen him counting there. You know, you ran out of fingers and toes.
I was trying to do maths in my head and it weren't working.
The reason I ask is
you should be okay, David, on green. You should be all right. If you're in doubt, just chuck a barrier code down. Won't do any harm. Doesn't need to be thick. Just a couple of miscoats will do just fine.
Yeah, so the answer from me would have been 40 years with a couple of forays back into it. Unsuccessful forays back into it.
Still talking about modelling?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Talk about it here, is it? Okay, is that everybody else? See, there's a lot of stuff in the chat coming up, so
yeah, there's lots.
We'll get to it later. But next question is from Steve Partridge, who asks, do any of you get frustrated with the accuracy of a kit? Do you find there's always something you could criticise about it?
Yep.
Doesn't always bother me now.
No, I always find. Remember, a kit is a representation of the original item, so it's not going to be accurate. You get a lot of people, criticize kit manufacturers for getting this wrong, that wrong, this wrong. I'd criticize a kit if I bought a Spitfire to come with a set of rotor blades on it. Yeah, it's a dodgy kit. I mean, it's a representation of the actual thing. It's never ever going to be accurate. It's never going to be an accurate kit ever produced.
No.
If a kit is produced and it's really poor quality, putting it together, yeah, complain about, avoid it because you'll know what brand of it. But small inaccuracies like a couple of mil, 2 mil short in that direction, 3 mil short, nah. Because your average person, if you go to a show and put it down, won't even know. They'll just look at a kit and go, "Well, it's a tank." They're not going to know the difference of the inaccuracies or anything. And basically, you build for yourself. You don't build. Obviously, like you say, if a kit's got a slight accuracy, I've got no hassle whatsoever with them.
As long as it looks good, I couldn't give two hoots.
Yep.
With me video building them, I couldn't be bothered half the time. I'd be there all day. I did it with 65 million parts of the videos.
I think if it's a Spitfire kit and it looks like a Spitfire,
then it's a Spitfire.
Then I'd be more concerned about the quality of the build rather than the fact that that particular line of the fuselage was not quite where it should be. It's the quality of what you do with what you've got. I don't get too hung up on, is that rivet in the right place, or is that line of the fuselage in the right place, or it's about the quality of the build. If it looks like a Spitfire, it's a Spitfire.
Yep.
Yeah, simple as.
Well, I will say this, right? I'm not going to say a trained eye, but to a person that understands the shape of things, you can understand where they're going. It looks wrong on a plane. They're like, no, the tail isn't right. When they understand the Spitfires, they can look at it and see it. It's like the Fuji Me 30. Me and Paul look at it and like, it's not right. it is an E30. It's a model of an E30, but they've just got shapes
It looks
wrong.
totally wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just start seeing it and going, yeah, it's an E30, but it's not. And then, so we look at it and go, we wouldn't build that because of that. So I can understand people see errors that are really good with their eye of understanding shapes, but I think quite right. If it builds well and it goes together, I'm more worried about that than anything. I'd rather it fit, rather a good fit.
Yeah, and the quality of the overall finish, you know, that's
yeah. It fitting and being an enjoyable build is the most important part, I think, of it. If you're sitting there struggling and it's just annoying you, you're not going to enjoy it, and you probably won't finish it.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, and binned it.
Okay, well, heading back to the how long was it till you came back into the hobby? Sergeant Bones says 10 days, and a couple of the other chaps say 45 years. So anybody in between that,
wow,
there you go. And that's all the questions for this week.
There's a question for you that my analytics show. It's a big word, this. So you're going to have to get your dictionaries out. What do you reckon my key demographic age group is?
I'm going to say
it's quite high.
Males
45
between the ages of 30 to 55.
Or Tim nailed it.
I'm not too sure where the bracket leads, but if that's the bracket they put them in, I'll be going with that as well.
Tim nailed it. It's 45 to 55.
Yeah.
It's mostly 35 to 65, but right bang in the middle of that is the key, and 100% male, 100% male.
Wow.
About 30% UK, 20% Americans, and then the rest of the world as well. So it's quite interesting to see, looking at the analytics, where people are from and who's watching and that. So yeah, there we go.
Someone was asking in the chat what primer I was showing for Desert Armor. It is that stuff. It's UMP Gal, which you can't get anymore.
There you go. We used to do the colours and they changed. So it was a yellow Ultimate Primer. Unfortunately, we can't get it anymore.
It's they changed the formula or the colour, didn't they? And it wasn't the right colour, basically.
Yep.
Which is a shame because it were a very good colour, and the oxide one was a brilliant, excellent colour.
Yeah,
absolutely yellow.
Really good.
Mr. McCord's quiet now. He's back up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder whether he changed it.
Picking up for last time.
I wonder whether he changed it because it was too much like the colour that you would actually paint the item.
No,
Yeah,
they got changed. They got changed to suit the figure painters.
Yes.
That's who that primer was originally intended for.
So you're right. For Desert Armor, it's pretty close. It is pretty close.
But yeah, they changed the color. Went to a darker brown, slightly more yellow, and the green one a lot darker as well. It just went the war gamers who were the original receivers of that stuff. He went to their colors instead.
Oh well. So, if your demographic asks you to change, are you changing?
Could be. But there you go. That just answered your question, mate. Out of our hands, unfortunately.
Yep.
I'm always quiet.
You're modeling, aren't you, mate? What are you working on?
That's a good question.
You can't remember.
No.
Black Panzer, that thing, the Gepard.
Oh, cool. The champion.
Yeah.
Nice. Good kit, that.
I've just bought myself a space shuttle.
Oh.
That's why I was quiet, boys.
Brilliant.
Well, it's nice to see you back actually doing something that you want to be doing as well, Sam.
Oh yeah, man, it's good to be back.
And not just bumming it about in the living room on,
Yeah, Heather's delighted.
Yeah. Oh, I bet she can watch a program for that.
Oh yeah. No, crap, mind you, but you know.
We're at Mr. McCord in the Peanut Gallery shouting things.
Yes. Turn that.
I've stood on it again.
Oh no, that ain't happening again. I can promise you that, mate. That'll never happen again.
Yes, John, you could add a flat yellow to the white primer if you wanted to. It's quite hard to get the tint.
It'd be difficult to get the exact colour, but yeah, you could try it.
Yeah.
And that was
Brian. Take care, mate. Right, what we got left to do? We got dance section left, haven't we?
I think so, yeah.
Is there no Tim this week, or is Tim next week?
Oh, we've flown through that. Wow.
Next week.
What time is it?
8:30.
What?
Yeah.
So much later than that.
Simon,
Yeah.
we'll have to redo your section again.
Yeah, go for it.
For those that may have missed it.
Can you shine a lamp on it though?
Yeah, lamps are going to be involved.
Oh, David says you to scrub up Paul to attract the female viewers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Some scrub up.
It was, wasn't it?
Sure, Hannah would love that.
Dan's away.
Hey, he does scrub up well, and I've seen him scrub up well.
I look like a tramp most of the time. Don't know how.
Well, I think we all look like tramps most of the time. I mean, I'm just in some old biff about shorts and a crappy Captain America t-shirt.
And your wife's t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, I'm in illuminous clothing most of the week, which is not nice to be wearing, if I'm honest. I hate
Don't
it.
envy you being out in that weather, mate.
Oh, it was minus. I think it was -5 this morning in the yard, and I literally had to get a piece of steel and whack all the other pieces of steel so we could actually move them because they were all just one big block. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I think it warmed up to -2, and it stayed there all day. I have a chapped face today because it's been blown all over. Oh no!
Yeah, you went there. You went there.
Oh dear.
Always helps.
So in the chat, so Gareth is saying masking camo. Any tips? Depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you're going for hard edge camo, masking tape is your friend. The Azu tape, available at umpretail.com, is very good for that.
Very good stuff.
Or most camo is not hard edge. There's a lot of soft edge camo. So you can either do that using sort of white tack sausages, and that will give you that sort of softer edge rather than the hard edge, or freehand it is another way of doing it.
Is that Panzer stuff, isn't it? That
Panzer putty, yeah, I've got some of that. Yeah, that's just really, I mean, I've used it now and again. It's just quite an expensive white tack.
Yep.
Essentially what it is. But it is completely reusable. I've had mine for about 4 years. You peel it off the model once you've finished, run it under the tap to get the paint off, roll it into a ball, heat it up, put it back in the tin. Tin's sealed, it's airtight, and yeah, it's good to go. David's saying, Jiff Jaff saying that Al Mack is the eye candy of ISM.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
If it's grab a granny night, depending on your preference. Yeah.
And Andy's saying, do young kids not build models very much due to the cost of everything? I think it's more to do with the fact they've got way more options.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're electronic these days.
Yeah.
I actually agree with that a little bit. Yeah, probably the cost is quite expensive. You think a kit is twice what a game could be, then you know what they're going to pick.
But no, I disagree.
Yeah,
there's plenty of cheaper kits out there.
Yeah.
And this kind of harkens back. I'm going to go on a tangent here, so hold on to your hats.
Hold on to your hats.
Demographic.
I forgot a hat. What do I do?
Hang on, let me get my hat.
And with that, Luke's out of here. He just puts up his black rifle mark.
Yeah, I'm going to get a drink.
But you talk about demographics, and I always thought I was on the younger end. You know, going to you go to contests and everything.
You thought you were on the younger end.
Yes, listen, Linda.
Older than me.
But
Linda.
But looking around, I was always one of the younger guys. And now, the hobby's dying and all this. And now here I am 25, 30 years into it. And here come the kids, you know, the 20 somethings, the 30 somethings. A lot of you guys are younger than I am. And here I thought I was the young guy. So I don't think the hobby's dying. And especially if you look at the Gundam guys, that is booming. And it's all because of the younger people. So it's not a question of video games or kits or anything. I don't think the hobby's dying. I don't think it's expensive kits, because you can buy cheap kits. It's subject matter related. It's whatever interests the kid. It might be video games. But you can buy video or buy models based on video games, like War of Tanks or whatever that video game is, Tank World or whatever. World of Tanks. They make kits specifically that you can now go build the tank that you play in your game. You know, so yeah, okay. I'm off my soapbox, but I think there's just a lot more to it than saying, oh, it's an expensive kit or the hobby's too expensive.
I think it's down to there's more user-friendly things for them to do straight away. So you pick up a video games console, you know, they're straight into it, aren't they? They're playing the game, they're straight into it. With model building, there is an element of time, there's an element of patience that goes along with it. And the society we live in now,
instant gratification,
is a very, you know, I want it and I want it now. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where the younger generation aren't, not all of them, but in the main, they want that instant
gratification.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why I don't think the hobby's dying at all. I think the hobby's going from strength to strength. Yeah. And I think it's down to all of us to encourage the younger generation, encourage other people that aren't necessarily the demographic that people think about modelers.
Dwight in the chat there saying, sorry, James, but Tamiya's pretty expensive. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. You can buy a absolutely fantastic car kit, aircraft kit, armor kit, maybe a ship kit, figures from Tamiya for 20 quid.
Yeah.
That's not expensive.
Yeah.
That is by no means at all expensive.
You can get their old Panzer II kit with those like 3 or 4 figures in it. Yeah. And oh my god,
it's a really good kit.
That is an ancient kit. Ancient, but builds brilliantly. And
you've got all the bow fighters, the Corsair, the Meteor, they're all around the 20 quid range, aren't they?
Yeah.
All still fantastic kits.
The old Spitfires, the old 109s, 190s, they're at the price.
Yeah.
All the cars, all the Subarus, Evolutions, they're all 20 quid.
Steve's saying in the chat, but a games console can cost upwards of £300. Absolutely. But I think the initial interaction with a games console, how many teenagers own a games console?
I'd say probably about 95%.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be massive. And they get that instant interaction with it where, you know, that sounds wrong. I could take a teenager out and spend 300 quid on modeling stuff. You know what I mean? But they won't get that instant gratification from the same amount of money, because it's going to take time and learning the techniques and all that stuff in order for them to get that satisfaction from it. Whereas with a games console, they plug it in and boom, they're away. Yeah. And they're immersed in this world, you know.
I agree.
If you look at that Call of Duty game, what is it called?
Warzone.
That's free.
That's free. Yeah.
And how many millions of people around the world are playing
50 million people play that.
There you go.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's instant gratification, but I think if teenagers find something, my son's a prime example, that they really want to do passionately, then they will take the time out and the patience to do it, and they'll work out how they're going to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, you could look at Warhammer, for example. There are lots of teenagers playing Warhammer. Now, that's not cheap.
No.
That is not cheap at all. And there's a lot of time and patience, whether that's in the building and painting, or whether that's in learning the rules and how the game works, building the terrain, building a table. There's all that stuff that goes with it. And yet it's still massive. You know, there's a lot of teenagers playing that. So it's just capturing their interest.
It is.
Capturing their interest. And then they'll go with it, you know.
Dwight in the chat saying that Tammy models of him are like $45, whereas AMT are $15. Not in the UK. It actually costs more in the UK for some Rebel kits than it does Tammy. And AMT are just shite.
Oh,
I'm just saying that.
Yep. What happened? What needs to happen to AMT is a full blanket burn of them all.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
I'll tell you what, Dan, you probably need to get off the fence and just say what you think.
You can always build a crash damage one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is, you know. Everyone will find their interest in a different thing. It's just
things evolve, people evolve, interests evolve.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how many people these days are playing with a hoop and a stick?
What?
Dan, probably.
It is though, isn't it? You know, it's about the way things go. You know, how many kids are still playing jacks? Who even knows what jacks are?
Yep.
You know, I do.
I know what jacks are. And round here, jacks are them.
Oh.
Well, I can't show them you because I ain't got money. Well, I have, but I'm not getting it these reprobates.
Yeah.
I'll get Tim to swear later. He'll cough up some money.
Yeah, talk about F1 again.
Oh, it made me chuckle the other day. I was reading an article that Fernando Alonso has been knocked off his bike while riding in Switzerland.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just had his jaw fixed.
I wouldn't say it was a laughing matter, but yeah.
Well, he's been out on it for 18 months, 2 years, something like that. And then all of a sudden he's making his comeback in March, and then he's been knocked off his bike in February.
On the bright side, at least we're not going to have to listen to his drivel, aren't we?
Simon's very quiet. You on lamp lovers again, Si?
Oh, I just spoke about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
I love lamp.
You made a groaning noise.
What's the smallest needle I can shoot UMP wash through? It probably will go through the 0.2, but probably through the 0.35.
Yeah.
Oh, I've shot it through the 0.2.
Grow up, William.
Yeah.
Did you get much splatter?
The only thing I did to shoot it through the 0.2 is I put a couple of drops of water into the. Once it's in the colour cup, I put a couple of drops of water in there, just not to thin it, but just to enable flow. I'll leave it at that. But it does work. You can do it through a 0.2. You're just not going to get massive coverage, but that's why you're putting it through a 0.2, because you don't want massive coverage.
Yeah, Don's saying it's what you're into. He has no problem with AMT kits and he's really good results. Yeah, like I said with that GTA, the launch over my shoulder, I'm going to sit there building an absolute piece of crap and I'm surrounded by really nice kits.
See, the thing is also, I will say this with AMT kit, they're going to have to travel from over there in a container over here, so you don't know what sort of.
They're really hard to find in the UK.
You know what I mean? So they're going to travel. You know, if it's, you know, they're not packed well or whatever, they're going to get, you know, a bit of war pigeon, you know, getting cold and warm, and you know what I mean. So
most Rebel car kits are more expensive than Tammy.
Yeah, definitely.
You pay.
I'll give them that on the AMT. I give them that on the end. They do offer subjects that are not available from any other manufacturer.
Yeah, but you can make them buildable and not absolute awful kits.
See,
if you want to sit there standing the kit for 3 weeks, that's great. But I don't. I want to.
That's the thing, Paul. If they made them more buildable, they would sell their potatoes.
But there again, there's that evolution of the hobby. Back in the day, you had no choice. You had to sit there and work at the kit. Nowadays, you don't. You pick kits up. Like that Porsche I assembled this afternoon, I had it ready for priming in about an hour.
Yeah.
Ready to go. It was an MT kit. You have to work on that for 5 days, whatever, to get it prepped. And that's the evolution, making things easier. And someone might think, oh, I'm not buying a Tammy kit, they're too easy. And that's the thing. Things change and things move on, and different people are like, well, I will never buy another AMT kit again.
No. I think for AMT as well, I think they're not investing into their tooling as much as what they should. They probably do invest money, but not as much as, say, Tamiya, Bandai, or, Meng, because Meng are knocking some really good. Zvez the same, they're knocking some really good stuff out in it.
For some people, half the attraction to it is polishing that so-called TURD.
Yes.
I've got a challenge in front of me. I'm going to make something good out of it, even though I know it's a rubbish kit. And if that's the sort of challenge you want, then fair play to you. Go for it.
And you could get a 20 quid kit that's going to take you 6 months because of that reason that you literally.
Or you can get a 20 quid Tamiya kit and build it in a week.
Exactly, but it depends on what your interest is. I mean, for me, I don't want to mess around for 6 months.
No,
I've been there and done it. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, I agree. But if that's what turns you on when you're doing a model and you want to do something like that and you want that challenge, then fair play. And that's why these companies are selling kits still.
John's in the chat saying not all AMT kits are like that. No, I understand that, buddy. I understand that. Brian, any the Subaru, Mitsubishi Evos, Celica's, RX-7s, there's loads. Basically, whatever we sell on UMP, mate, we pick all the good kits for that.
That 206 is a good kit, isn't it?
If you can get them, they're not made anymore though, so it makes them a little bit.
I sold mine to you, didn't I? You got mine, I think.
Can't remember.
I think we bought several of those from a certain supplier at one stage, Paul. Do you remember?
We did. Yeah, I had about 13 at one point. It's ridiculous. Some Tamiya kits are awful. Not many though.
No,
not many. Sea Harrier is awful. And the Warbird series, the Artilleries are terrible. And the other ones off the top of my head, which are not terrible, but they're showing their age, is the 48 scale Lancaster and the F14 32nd scale starting to show its age a bit. But I wouldn't say there's many awful Tamiya kits.
No.
Personally. Even kits. I built car kits from that 6 series was from 1987. Phenomenal kit. Absolutely phenomenal.
And all across their genres.
Yeah.
You pick up a Tamiya armor kit from the 70s. It's really good.
Yeah, that Sea Harrier is awful, Digsby. But it's an old kit. It's a very, very old kit. But even like we're saying, that Panzer II from Tamiya, that's like isn't that late 70s, early 70s? Still builds fantastic.
Yeah, but it is 73-ish.
It put a lot of companies to shame. Right then, is that it, Albie, for all the questions?
Yeah.
Dan.
Hello.
Do you want to do your bit, mate?
Yeah, can do.
Right, I'm going to hand you over to Dan. He's going to look through the Facebook page and forum all the completed builds this week. This won't take us long. That says Dan, thank God. Make a note of your favourite completed build because you get to vote on it at the end. The build with the most votes will win a UMP gift voucher. £10. So show us the model you've finished this week.
Yes.
Over to you, Dan.
Hello, good evening, peeps.
Hello.
Welcome to, I'm going to start on the forum as always. Sit back because this forum's a long one. First out the gate is Warden B. He says, good evening all. He's finished his Revell 25th scale Foos FD 100 today. Nice. Pretty enjoyable kit, really. The overall fit of all the parts, especially the body shell and the truck bed, is very good. Surprising. The only letdowns for him were the window trims and the molded in wipers, which he removed and replaced with some scratch-built ones. Apart from the engine, which you posted 2 weeks ago, the only paints used were Tamiya LP Black and trims, and then Zero's Diamond 2K to give it a nice shine like the full-size truck. Looks like the forum part of this section is very quiet this week, but please do keep it going. So some of those that choose not to be on Facebook, please still take part in the live show. Thanks for looking. Have a great evening.
Whose car was that?
Very nice.
Warden Bees.
You've only got one on the forum.
Just the one.
You are joking. Right,
Nope.
okay.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Very nicely. Very nice.
But it's, to be fair, I think
Is that the one that you had, Tim?
Yep.
That looks, can you still get that kick out quite easy?
No.
Oh, man. That looks brilliant. I built that picture.
They did start to come available. Dave Coley had some. Worth checking.
I'll have a look. That's cool. That looks very nice. Looks good in black. Nice and
I
spot.
was just about to say that black body with the nice rims that he's got going on there.
That is out of the box. That's how it comes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you finish on Tim?
Nope. I never started it.
Dad, have you noticed what he's doing now on camera?
I know.
I can see.
And what you're doing as well.
We're going to slide swiftly into Face 8. This one's a bit more busier. The first one out the gate this evening is Mr. Richard Lamb. When Face 8 decides it wants to play, there we go. He says, evening all, calling his Tiger 1 in 35th scale by Airfix finished. He painted in Tamiya acrylics and weathered with oils and UMP washers and homemade pigments. He's tried something different and used earth from the garden mixed with PVA glue to do the mud effects on the front and back. Have a good one.
Very nice.
Good, yeah, nice one, Richie.
That looks nice, that.
Done that. That's cool.
This one looks good as well. This is Roy Perez next.
Nice.
And he's just finished his Trumpeter 35th scale VRC 105 Centuro.
Ooh.
He painted it with ammo paints and weathered with VMS pigments.
That's cool.
Big bang bang stick.
Yeah.
Really like the look of that thing. Really
I like what he's got going on with that green. It looks good.
Sam, Ujimi do a Japanese type version of that as well.
Really? Oh.
Like
Sweet. Cheers, mate.
I like this one as well. This is Mr. Indudi. He says, evening all, calling his 120th scale Hasegawa Machine Krieger Mercenary Forces Desert Folk finish for now. He's used old craft paint and dark star metallics, good metallics, Vallejo acrylics and life color liquid pigments.
Okay.
Very nice, isn't it?
That's cool.
I like that a lot. This is Mr. Thomas Scragg, and is to me a Bath 695. It's a nice little build. Still need to work on his washers and final paint techniques.
That's cool.
Oh,
cool, lad.
Not wrong with that. Ooh, Mr. Sean Bradder next. This week he's finished this off. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Lotus 7. He gave it a Gulf inspired paint in Tamiya acrylics, aquagloss top coat, wheels swapped for mini lights from his stash. He got bored with it, to be honest. I'm glad to get it off the bench. It's a good little kit, just didn't ignite his fire. Next!
Looks really
that
good.
looks good.
Nice.
What was that?
Nice
God knows. So got excited, Jim.
I guess.
This is Ryan Tracy next. And this is a Academy 72nd scale RAAF PBY 5A Catalina.
Great.
Finished with Gunzi acrylics and lacquers and weathered with artist oils.
Excellent.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. This is Mr. Dominic Lamb, and this is a Tamiya, 24 scale Toyota Supra Mark IV. Color is TS90 metallic blue, clear coated in Mr. Hobby Super Clear UMP polishers, R32 GTR wheels, Hobby Design 120mm exhaust. The build is inspired by the 1600 BHP Supra. He has on Forza Horizon 4.
Very nice.
Very good.
A lovely looking blue. Oh, another blue car. This is Richard A. Clements. Pardon me again. To me, Subaru Impreza WRC 98 Safari in 24th scale.
Very nice, Rich.
Nice one, Rich.
Nice one, Rich.
I like his bucket in the background with the bear on. This is Mr. Dave Hill next. And this is a 35th scale Dragon Opel Blitz 3-ton 2x4 truck, primed in UMP grade primer and painted with Vallejo Model Air, MIG ammo, oil brushes and streaking brushes and Vallejo pigments. It's a sweet kit with a neat fit destined for a dio. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like that.
I like his wood bed.
You would, Dan.
Very difficult to get grey to look.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
That's cool.
I like that a lot.
Dan's into wood.
I love my wood.
Wood, nice wood finishes.
This is Clinton Eels or Chunk or other C words to his mate or Dick Licor. He's finished his entry to the Land of the Rising Sun group build. It's a Tamiya 24 scale Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4.
5.
I don't care.
I do.
It's an Evo, you know.
5.
Is all primed in Tamiya light grey primer, body painted in Tamiya TS26 and LP7. Interior is Tamiya LP5 and LP27. Suspension is Tamiya LP7, LP6, LP38 and LP11. He's cleared it with SMS Ultra 2K clear coat. Decals applied with some ultimate decal solutions. And all sprayed through is trusty UMP Apex.
That's nice, Chunk.
Can I just
Really
say,
nice, that Chunk. Nice work,
I
that.
could say that Chunk, it's now finished builds. Oh yeah.
I was just going to ask, what colour did he paint the aerials with? But
Shots fired.
See, this one floated my boat when I seen this one. This is Mr. Glenn Snyder. And he's finished his Salvino's JR Models 25th scale AJ Foyt Racing 79 Oldsmobile 442.
that's cool.
Splash paint white 2K primer, splash paints poppy red, gravity stain 2K clear, gravity stain polishing compounds, Tamiya LP, Mr. Colour and Alclad throughout, bare metal foil, matte aluminium. He was extremely pleased that Salvino's released this kit last month. As drivers go, Mario will always be number one in his book, but AJ has a special place in that book. He was a winner of the very first race his father ever took him to when he was 5 years old, the 1975 Rex Mays 150 IndyCar race at the Milwaukee Mile. That was the start of his lifelong love of auto racing.
Very nice.
Oh, that's very nice. That
Looks
like
good.
nice background, yeah.
The finish he's got on, that's a lovely looking finish, that.
Looks good.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Ooh, this one's a very nice looking one as well. Mr. Justin Hart is next. He says, all wrapped up on the 24th scale Haskell-E Lamborghini Miura SV. He's used UMP grade primer. Is used Zero Paints Lamborghini Verde Aqua. Zero Paints Pale Gold. Gravity Colors 2K clear. Interior is Zero Paints Ferrari Interior Beige. Scratch built shocks and sun visors, wired the engine, opened up the rear mesh and modified the engine bay slats so the engine detail can be seen. Have a great weekend, guys.
Very
nice build, that person.
Yeah, he's done well with that.
Mura's going to be a classic, isn't it? It really is. All its days is beautiful.
Yeah, very good.
Do like that one a lot. Mr. Alan Parker is next. This is his Tamiya 1/12 scale Yamaha YZR M1. It's an 091. It's a Monster Yamaha Tech 3. Is that not what Cal Crutchlow rode?
Pass.
No.
Sure. Were he not with Tech 3 team?
Pass.
Colin Edwards and oh god, I forget who the rider was now.
Another one that has to walk about with a wheelbarrow carrying his jewels.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's used UMP primers, a mix of Tamiya LP and AK extreme metals, gravity 2K clear, and is polished it with UMP polishing system.
Very nice. Well done, mate.
Very nice, man. Nice
Yeah,
all.
that's Bill, mate.
That looks,
Very nice, Al.
I like that a lot. Oh, I like this one also. This is Mr. Paul Bertland, and he's finished his Rally GB / video build. It's a 24 scale Haskell Lancia 037, or a Monte Carlo if it were a road version. It's a great kit, not his best work, lots of mistake and lessons learnt with this. It's taken his time, more being one. He's primed it with Ultimate White Primer, base painted in Zero Paints, Griffon paint set. The kit, cartograph decals, Gravity 2K clear coat, all for his Ultimate Modeling Apex airbrush. Studio 27 detail upset, various LP colours used throughout, micromesh sanded, and ultimate polishing system to finish it off.
Right, lovely. That was Paul.
It's a lovely build, mate.
Yeah, I like
Good.
the wheels. The wheels.
Oleo is
What?
what's the Oleo part versus Oleo versus Fiat? You don't know what the actual Oleo is?
No idea, mate.
Let's have a go.
Was that the AS paint on the wheels on those, Paul, as well?
I think there's 12, yeah.
So just out of interest, where's the mistakes? Because I can't see it.
Right, I burned some paint off the bonnet. So I had to fill that in. I cracked underneath the front windscreen by the window wiper. There's a bit of iffy glue on one of the windows.
Oh yeah, you can really see it, you know.
I know they're there. There's a few bits here and there.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's Oleo VS Fiat, not versus Fiat.
Yeah, what is Oleo?
It's a brand. It's not versus like we would do it. VS.
Okay.
It's a Fiat brand, I believe.
Sure, some of our chat told us.
I'm sure someone in the chat will put me right.
Yeah, of course they will. Gary will be along in a minute.
Yep.
Go on, Gary.
This is Mr. John Stone next, and I really like this one. He's done well with this one. He says, greetings once again, slaves to the plastic. Here then, the completed Trumpeter 1/16th scale German Panzer Mark IV House J. He's painted it using Tamiya paints, weathered using oils. It took him 1 month to build, working every day, almost a pensioner. You go steady. Hope you like it, and comments are welcome. Model on.
Looking
Good
good.
work, John.
Have we had a super in this tonight?
Yeah, super, a blue one further up. Yeah.
Gary's saying it wasn't finished.
Oh.
Well,
you have to go back and look at that.
Rich's Subaru.
No, before it, that one.
He's on about that. Super.
No, quick test fit onto the body. Yeah, so.
Click on it. Click on it.
I'm saying quick test fit.
There's no interior, is there?
Yeah. Yeah, Dominic, if you're watching, buddy, it's finished builds only, mate. Gary the nitpicker's in the chat.
Yeah.
Driver.
He is technically right, though.
He is technically right.
Yeah.
Snitch!
I'll be over to see you in an hour.
No one likes the grass.
Snitches get stitches.
The next one out of the gate on Face 8 this evening is Mr. Gary Constable. Completed the 20th scale Renault RE30B Turbo from the 1982 F1 season. Quite a bit of scratch building and PE detail set work, resin driver figure and scratch built stand for the rear engine cover. It's a great kit, still despite being the better part of 36 years old.
Who's that? Rennie Arnoux?
No, it's Alan Prost, and he looks as usual. When you see a detailed picture of that, really does look like Prost. He's done a good job on that, I have to say. He looks well happy as well.
Prost always looked like he was chewing on a bumblebee.
Oh, he did, yeah. It's cracking.
Beautiful build, mate.
The only bloke to walk up and down paddock with a lemon in his mouth.
Is that the one with the big? Is that the one with the big nose they can get on with Senna?
That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the FAA guy loved.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not Frost yet because they're both French, weren't they?
Yeah.
Jean Todt.
This is Cade Lane next.
Define the laws of gravity. I did ask him to rotate the picture. Instead, he posted a picture below.
Yes.
And 3 others. Then I
Yeah.
told him not to, and then he randomly added one to the very end of the post as well.
You've got to bear in mind, Paul. It's an impret, so they stick to like the proverbial.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. You just finished this Hasegawa 24 scale Subaru Impreza WRX. He's just started using his new airbrush. Sorry about the camera quality. He's primed it in Pound Shop grey car primer and sprayed Humboldt's 11 silver, black parts picked out in Humboldt's 33 gloss black, and seats painted two-tone black 33 and Revell 34 Ferrari red gloss, and then given a new custom exhaust and all clear coated in Humboldt's gloss varnish. Hope you all like it and have a good day, guys.
Scroll down, there's another picture the right way. Orientation.
Hang on. Yes.
There you go.
I will click on that because it looks better in that picture.
It does.
Yeah.
Hey, good work, Cade.
Yep,
Yep.
very
Good,
nice.
yeah, not good,
Well
not-
done, mate.
It's a different colour to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the yellow light, isn't it? Giving
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the other 12 pictures.
Photography is quite tricky. I still can't take a picture for. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
This is Mr. Patrick Kennedy next. He's just finished the Revell Ed Roth 1963 Mother's Worry. Used Altamira paint, TS, X, and XF colours.
That's great.
Cool.
Brilliant.
That's
Looks like my missus driving down the road there.
Said that about you. Look.
Oh,
Can't be,
Guys, not watching this.
Al, it can't be, she hasn't got shelters on.
she's obviously not nearby.
No.
He doesn't get caught like you.
Oh,
Twice.
Oh.
Playing back.
Dan, you're reverbing.
If it was, it'd be me.
I think they're watching some on the
This
telly
is
inside.
lovely. This is a nice.
This
film.
this one really got me as well when I was looking at this one.
Cool.
This is Mr. Edward Leonard. He says, "Hello, don't post much on here, but I do watch and like. Thank you." He recently moved to from Florida, to North Carolina in October, and then he had life issues and his mum's passed away. I apologize about that. Things are returning to a resemblance of normal now. He's finished the Rifle Chally 2 last week. Paints were Mr. Hobby. Finished with Alclad Flat and weathered with Tamiya weathering pastels and 502 oils and a Tamiya flat black paint. Stay safe.
That's stunning.
Beautiful.
very good.
Really nice.
I'm going to say, Edward, you keep posting away, son. Because that is awesome. That is
Looks
really
great. It's nice to see one finish looking good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like this one as well. Weirdly, there's something about this Alpine that really I don't know. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I really like it, and I'm not a car guy, but yeah, I really like it.
You can tell that it was your car.
This is Mr. Thomas Hebert next, and this is his rally group build entry, which is now finished. It's a Renault Alpine A110. It's a 1600S in 24 scale from Hella. It's primed in Tamiya fine white primer, painted in TS54 light metallic blue and TS13 gloss clear. Everything else is either Rebel or Tamiya acrylics. Lights done with Molotov chrome and Sharpie pens. The kit is almost completely out of the box with the exception of ribbon seat belts, replacement wipers, and a printed rear number plate as he ruined the kit one. The kit was a challenge, but very detailed, including a full engine and wires and rear mud guards from the rubber sprue. Thanks for looking.
Nice one, mate.
A very nice build. That lovely detail in the interior.
Yeah. There's just something about the Alpine that just, yeah.
There is. Yeah, there is.
Unless you're Top Gear crew and set fire to the bloody thing. That's a newer one, to be fair, though.
Yeah. But I do like that one. It's
Vehicle, yeah, lovely car.
This is Mr. Andrew Taylor next. He's finished this yesterday. It's a SD KFZ 247 ounce B by ICM in 35th scale. He's added a few extras from the spares box and paints are mostly Mr. Colour with the new AK acrylics for brush detail and some weathering with oils.
Good.
I like that. It's another.
Now the exhaust start coming over the wing now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I like this one as well, Mr. David. Yo.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice one, mate.
He says, good evening all. Finished this Tamiya 24 scale AMG GT3 kit. He's primed in UMP black. Body colour is from Zero Paints. 2K matte coat is also from Zero Paint. The rest of the kit was finished with Tamiya LP range. A really nice kit that went together well. Would be a nice kit for a beginner as there's not too many decals and no fit issues.
Yeah, true.
I do like the finish it's got on that with that matte. It looks.
Tell you what, boys, so far I haven't got a clue who the hell I'm voting for.
Yeah, same here, Sam.
Oh, another really good one. This is Mr. Gary Ride the Wind.
Oh, that's lovely.
This is a quick 5-day build this week. BMAX 24 scale BMW E30 is used aftermarket decals and wheels. Tamiya LP1 over UMP primer, Gravity 2K. It's a nice kit and an enjoyable build. Quite pleased with the finish. Have a great evening, everyone.
Good.
Beautiful.
Always love those markings.
Yeah, you can't beat a John Player special.
Beautiful ship.
Yeah. My friend had one of them. He had the M series of that particular one. He only had it a fortnight and a lamppost jumped out at him. Allegedly. Yeah. And it was no more. And the final one of the evening is Mr. Adam Challenger. I like this one as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's lovely, that one.
That's really nice. His paint's spot on, I think. He says, evening, guys. Finished this week. It's Zvezda's 48 scale Yak 130. It's a nice little kit, but probably won't rush to build another. Quintus Studio Interior, UMP Black Primer, MRP Paints, and UMP Decal Solutions. And have an excellent weekend. Party on, dude.
Beautiful work, mate.
I like that a lot.
Lovely weather.
Yep.
Cracking in it.
God, I'm going to pick.
So, you've now got the time it takes Dan to quickly recap to pick your favourite build of the week. Look for Alan in the chat saying start your voting now. You get the time to vote one build. Try and remember the builder's name and subject, and the builder who gets the most votes will win a £10 UMP gift voucher. So over to you.
I'm ready. Who's doing it, Al?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. We have Warden B with his Revell 25th scale Foos FD100 on the forum. That's pretty piss poor if I'm honest on forum. Sorry, but it is. We have Richie Lamb with his Tiger 1 in 35th by Airfix. We have Roy Perez with his Trumpeter 35th scale VRC 105 Centuro. We have Mr. Ian Doody with his 120th scale, I apologise, Hasegawa Machine Krieger Desert Falk. We have Thomas Scragg with his Tamiya Bath 695, I'm guessing in 24th scale. We have Mr. Sean Bradder with his Tamiya 24 scale Lotus 7. We have Ryan Tracy with a Academy 72nd scale PBY 5A Catalina. We have, I'm going to skip Dominic Lambs. I'm going to skip it because rules are rules. Mr. Richard A. Clements with his Tamiya Subaru Impreza WRC in 24 scale. We have Mr. Dave Hill with his 35th scale Dragon Opal Blitz. We have Chunk with his Tamiya 24 scale Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. Don't care. We have Glenn Snyder with his Salvino's JR Models 25th scale Oldsmobile 442. We have Mr. Justin Hart with a 24 scale Hasegawa Lamborghini Miura SV. Mr. Alan Parker with his Tamiya 12th scale Yamaha YZR M1. Mr. Paul Birkland with his 24 scale Hasegawa Lancia 037. Mr. John Stone with his Trumpeter 1/16 scale German Panzer. I don't care. Gary Constable with his Tamiya 20th scale Renault RE30B Turbo. KD Lane with his Hasegawa 24 scale Subaru Impreza. Mr. Patrick Kennedy with his Revell Ed Roth Mother's Hori. I'm guessing that's going to be either a 25th scale or something ridiculous.
I've no idea on them.
Mr. Edward Leonard with his Ryefield Charlie 2. I'm guessing in 35th scale. A good looking thing though. Mr. Thomas Hebert with his Hella Renault Alpine A110 in 24 scale. Mr. Andrew Taylor with his SD KFZ 247 House B by ISM in 35th scale. Mr. David Yo with his Tamiya 24 scale AMG GT3. Mr. Gary Ride the Wind with his B-Max 24 scale BMW E30. And Mr. Adam Challenger with his Vesda 48 scale Yak 130. Booty.
Ouch.
I don't know.
No.
I know where my vote's going, so fight it out among yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So difficult.
It's so hard.
Oh.
What about the votes, though?
Yep, that too.
My screen's stuck on, look.
For some reason I'm muted. I'm saying well done and everything. Well done, Dan. You did it,
Yeah, well done, Dan.
Yeah,
Well
well done.
Yeah, nice one, Dan.
I've been chatting away, saying some fantastic work this week.
Yeah.
Don't forget, next week we're going to put the post over on the Live at the Bench page. It won't be on ISM, but we will share a post over there for you to follow over to the group. So you will have to join the group to post your work. Just makes it easier for us to find. But yeah, some beautiful work this week. I've got two. Well, I've got loads, but
Two.
Really
seven.
Dan, you need to refresh or something.
Ultra Brew will be back in a second.
I need to refresh because I've just got Luke's stuck on my page.
That's because he's highlighted.
That's a good Friday night, Sam. Don't worry about that.
Don't you worry, mate. I've got that in the memory.
You must have clicked on Luke. Click top right view gallery.
Yeah, but you've also got Luke pinned still, Paul.
Still got pinned, yeah.
Yeah.
But is everybody still here? Yeah.
It's only in here.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking man, but I mean, he, you know.
Right then, Tim.
Yo, Adam's Yak.
Put it back to Luke.
Jim.
Who?
Jim.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. Usually I can pick one, but this week was I can legitimately say it's been tough. But there can only be one. So I'm going with Adam's Yak.
Okay, Norm.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the rest. Adam's Yak, it's just superb.
Simon.
7.
I've got 7. How am I going to do this?
You need one, right?
Pick one.
Oh, I can't though.
Well, you're gonna have to,
I'm actually going to go for. So Adam's Yak's on my list, but I'm going to go for Gary's Renault.
What, the Renault Gary Constables, yeah?
Yeah, the F1
Okay.
Renault.
Mr. McNish.
I'm going to go for Ryan Tracy's Catalina.
I knew it.
Ryan Tracy's Catalina. Okay.
Old guy, old airplane.
Mr. McCord.
No. Between two.
It's going to have to be Adam Shack. I have like 7 builds in there that could win this.
Oh no, Sam, it's so difficult, isn't it?
Mm.
Luke?
There's a lot of quality stuff there this week again.
Okay, so I'm gonna caveat my vote with 2 apologies, because John Stone's 16th scale, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Adam Jack, phenomenal. But I'm gonna have to go with Edward's Challenger 2.
Yeah, it's on my
That was a
list.
cracking one.
That was on
Oh,
my
cracking build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Dan?
Edward's Charlie 2 for me, mate. Thank you. An awesome looking piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Paul?
Same. I had Adams up there. But I'm going to go with Edwards Charlie 2. Beautiful model.
A lovely looking piece.
He's done well
Okay.
there.
And I'll be honest, I mean, yeah, they're all great builds, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I've got to pick Gary Constable's Renault diorama.
Stunning. It really is. But
Yeah.
Right, so bear with me and I'll tally up the votes.
Cracking builds again though, and it just makes every week it gets harder and harder in my view personally.
That'll be the
As you get older,
Your age, you don't.
yeah, Simon, I'll get less and less as you get older, mate. Don't worry.
it's the lamp lovers.
You need to leave that lap lovers alone. Sorry, that's what it is.
Oi.
Right.
Steady on.
In third place,
He likes
is
to
Gary
clamp shit.
Constable with his Renault RE30.
Excellent.
In second place is Edward Leonardo with his Royfield Challenger 2.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
And today's clear winner is Adam with his Yak 130.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well done, Adam.
Adam.
It's not
Yeah.
surprising, to be honest, because it is a great
It's
hit.
beautiful.
Brilliant build. Yeah.
Those 3 were 3 of my 4.
The modeling's better than his woodwork, isn't it, Dan?
Oh my God, yes. Step away from the timber and the saws.
Just the quality of those builds this week.
Yeah.
So it's so difficult to choose. So
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Adam, get in touch with me, mate, and I'll sort that out for you, buddy. Well done. Congrats. Congrats. There we go. We're all done. Quick show.
yeah, but I will say, doesn't it work better with finished builds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
100%.
It definitely does.
So, that club talk we talked about before, Jim, over to you.
Well, no club talk, but do you want to talk more about what we had talked about earlier, or you just want to leave it as how you
I
left
think
it?
we pretty much covered it, mate, to be honest.
Okay.
Pretty much done.
I want to know about the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre myself.
Well, go and look it up then.
Didn't work for Elgin.
No one cares about Norwich. Come on now.
But more importantly, I think you're right, Luke. It's finished builds works better, and I think we looked at the numbers, and most people were voting for finished builds anyway. So it makes perfect sense to do it that way.
Yeah, and it's like we said last week, isn't it? You can appreciate the work that's going into a build.
Yeah.
If it's a work in progress, you can appreciate what's going in. But for me, when I'm voting, I know I'm going to see that build again. Because I'm going to see it when it's finished. So you kind of hold off a little bit. That's not to take anything away from the work that someone's putting into it, because you can see it. But the finished builds works better because you can see the finished product. And like Jim said, he never posts any of his work in progress. He posts his finished builds.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way to go, and it works better.
Donate the model for heroes, Paul.
Yeah, yes. Well done, Adam.
Nice
Well
one,
done,
Adam. Top guy.
There's Adam.
He's a very nice man, is Adam.
Good
He's
ball.
a very nice man. Adam actually sent me a parcel of loads of 3D printed Warhammer stuff.
Oh, wow.
Top guy. Top guy.
Let me guess. There was a couple of bolt guns.
No.
No?
No. It was all he's printed me some doors that you can add to the armor.
Yeah.
Space Wolf specific. And he's printed me lots of 3D bits that you can add to terrain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Top guy. Top guy.
Yep.
So if anyone wants any 3D printed Warhammer stuff, if you message Adam Challenger.
I thought you were going to sell yours then. I thought why.
I was going to buy Subudio.
Oh.
But I don't have fingertips to play with.
I was going to say, you didn't have the balls.
Mm.
And some fell on stony ground. Yeah, I mean, just to everyone out there, the quality of that work that's being posted.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
it's been staggering.
Any one of 7 kits at least. At least could have won
It's
that.
like Master Toymaker straight there says this is a trophy class model contest now every week. It's not as long as it, you know, that class of work is.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
And I think it, for me anyway, it kind of inspires you to be better. You know, because you look at that and you're like, wow, that's an Opal Blitz. Look at the grey on it, the modulation that is achieved. It's not an easy thing to do.
No.
To get that tonal variation in the grey. So the next time you paint a grey vehicle, you're going to remember that and go, okay, that's where I'm aiming for now. You know, it's phenomenal. Work is phenomenal.
Yeah, lots of good stuff again tonight. Very difficult.
Yeah, very good.
Very difficult.
That was, can we meet up in the summer?
Probably not.
Not in the UK, mate. You won't be able to.
Probably not.
Nice idea, though.
Maybe invite Clark with one in each corner.
Do you want to stand in the corners of deserted Park, Simon? That's up to you, mate. But I'm not.
I'll tell you what. Looking at Hyde Park over this summit has been, and winter, it's been far from deserted.
Yeah, exactly.
Go out there.
And that's why we can't meet up in the summer.
I will just say this: the idiots, or the select few idiots, are going to ruin it for the masses. And it's took me a lot of strength and stamina this week when I've been seeing people out and about with no masks, wearing a mask, or do you know what I mean? And it's, I mean, you lot know why, but
I've been dealing this for a year.
Yeah.
And it takes all my patience every time I go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Not to unleash hell.
Right,
on that was going to cost me a tenner.
It's not so much that I want to say something. I just want to grab them by the throat and
you just want to make them understand.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And the way we've, in my world, if you like, my profession, loosely, we've kind of come to the realization over the last year that you can't educate stupid.
Nope.
Can't fix stupid.
And they are going to need us way before we're going to need them.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that. You know.
On to a much more happier subject.
Yes, agreed.
Gonorrhea. So poor Alan's been struggling for about 6 months now, and the cream's just not.
By the way, you're getting that recorder out again to do us a play out, are you, Paul?
It's all dry and crunchy.
What, the recorder?
Yeah.
Depends where you've had it.
Piccolo.
All right, Simon, grow up.
Pot kettle.
I get freaked out messaging Tracy. Tracy's looking at porn again. I think you had to be here the other day when I've got poor Alan and Simon looking at stuff on Instagram and Simon scrolling through it. He has a noise behind him and Tracy's behind him. I tell you what, he shifted and got that screen off quickly. Just as I piped up, trolling like normal. What are you looking at, Simon?
That's the quickest I've moved in the last 6 months, I can tell you.
All right, Simon, it's recorded.
I know. Thanks, Norm.
Under the bus.
Hey, Norm, who didn't I throw under the bus tonight?
Hey?
Who didn't I throw under the bus tonight?
I don't know, mate.
You work it out, mate. I'll tell you.
It wouldn't be me or Sam.
Yeah, it wouldn't be me neither.
You won't be able to pick us up.
I was going to say, struggle to throw them two.
No. We'll leave it there. Moving on.
No, we'll see.
That's
one to think about that.
He's having a look at it.
I just want to pick up on a comment in the chat. Steve Partridge is saying he'll lower the standard when he posts his work. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know, bearing in mind, some of these guys that are posting work have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
We like to see everyone's work.
I was going to say I like to see the variance of beginner, intermediate, and the high class end.
From Rantadan, for example.
Yeah.
You know, we have seen over the last 2 years how the quality of his builds is just it's light years ahead of where he started. You know, but he was still posting his builds, and he was taking advice in the Hangouts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now look at the stuff he's posting now. Like it's really good work.
He's definitely come on a bundle, that boy. And if he is watching, congratulations on the new Chavi.
Yes.
Bambino.
Yeah, well done, Dan. But to your point, Luke, it's not about whether you've got years of experience or not. It's what you get out of it and enjoy it. And I've been doing it for long years, and I'm nowhere near perfect. And everyone's a learning curve. But I'm happy with what I do, and I enjoy it. And it's good social.
That's the thing. And I don't think you should ever be reticent to post your work.
Not at all.
You know, I post a piece of my armor against a piece of Paul's armor or John Stone's armor. They're worlds apart, but I enjoy the process, you know, and that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Never think you can't post your work because you don't think it's good enough.
No.
If you've built it and you've finished it, it's good enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
Hope for me, level and we're progressing at different.
Modeling for me, it's what you want out of the hobby, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You either want to make quality, top-notch work, or you want to do it just as a getaway from reality for a few hours.
Yeah, which is exactly why I do it. Why loads of people in here do it. It's what it is.
I mean, up until last Friday, I'd not really, my life went quite dark for a small spell, let's say. And last Friday was probably the first time I'd laughed in at least a month. And yeah, it's nice to just get away from reality and just get away from your problems and issues, whatever you've got. You know what I mean? To just jump on a hangout, do a bit of modeling. You might only do a small bit of modeling, but it's the camaraderie I like in modeling. Hanging about with my mates.
I'm not keen on squid.
Oh, what?
I'm not keen on squid.
It's a bit chewy, isn't it?
What are you all laughing at? You're laughing at? There's someone out there that's not going to get that. They'll wake up at 4 a.m. Go. I tried to slow burn that one. I'm sorry.
And like Rob saying that he's working up to putting his first piece on the hangout or the show. Don't work up to it. Just
don't work up to do it.
Just do it, mate. Just do it.
Just post it.
The first one is the hardest one. Once you've done the first one, you'll be fine.
Yeah. It's like joining the hangout. It's strange at first because you don't know any of us.
Yeah.
Second hangout, you're starting to get to know us. And by the third one, well,
you'll be swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And come and join the hangouts.
Absolutely. That's what they're there for. That's what they're there for.
We've had a right few new people.
Yeah. And it's good to see, isn't it? It's good to see new people joining.
Yep. It is good.
And yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I think Claire's not in the chat anymore. If Claire was here, she'd confess to the fact that it's better than what she thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we're not intimidating. No. Yes, it's strange to get into an hangout where we're all mates and we've been mates for years and whatnot. It is strange for a new person to jump in and try and interact with us when we're laughing and joking and using as banter what we've built up over the past. Do you know what I mean? you know, a couple of
There
times.
isn't a chat.
You know,
I
like
think it's the equivalent, isn't it? It's the equivalent. You see a group of friends in a pub, and
yes,
they're stood at the bar and they're laughing and joking between themselves, and you want to, or you're trying to join that group. That's quite an intimidating thing to do.
yeah,
The difference with the Hangouts is you're in your own space. You can join in as much or as little as you want.
yeah. Come and go as you please.
Chat away. And like Claire said over the last couple of weeks, she was very reticent. I mean, we've been badgering Claire for what, a couple of years?
Oh yeah.
At least. And now she's part of the Hangout now, you know.
And she's still in the chat, and she's worried about the comment. It's going to keep her up all night, Alan.
Yeah, she'll probably be in here all night now. That's the thing, probably till the early hours in the morning.
Capri, go to any non-live video, go to the video description, and there's links in there. And one of them's to the Off-Air Hangout group. Join that group. I'll let you on, and the link's in there to join. Yeah. You need a webcam mic, a sense of humour.
And a very broad sense of humour.
Yeah. Especially when...
and a degree in Scottish translation.
Yeah, you'll need that. I'll translate for Norman because I understand him now. And he's not from South Africa. He's Geordie.
Oh, the beast.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is saying posting your stuff can help you get better by direct feedback if you're trying to improve your builds. Yes, to a point.
If you want feedback.
But ISM don't do critique.
Unwanted critique.
Unless you ask for it. You know, if you post something and say, what do you think, guys? Where could I have done better? Where could I? That's fine.
Yeah.
Unwanted critique, absolutely not.
No. Don't stand for it. You're right.
No, and that's the point. There's a lot of admins trawling over Facebook every day, and if you post something, if you're a first-time poster and you don't want unwanted critique, we will kill it off.
Oh yeah, instantly.
You're all the time.
And Darren's saying he's almost finished with the POS Reval Belt UH. Christ, it's a pig. And all I remember is hearing Luke saying, "Good luck with that." I did say that because I built it as a diode, but yeah. But it is what it is. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Weird sense of humour fitting very well with us.
Oh, weirder the better, I think.
Exactly. You think you get a weird sense of humour? Join the Hangout.
Chat with me for half an hour.
Yeah.
He's up with it.
There's weird and there's warped.
All right, Jim, calm down.
What is he implying there?
Don't fall and break your hip.
Yeah, I've got farther to fall than some others in here, so I gotta be careful.
Leave Al alone.
I'm just thinking about the conversation. I'm just thinking about the conversation yesterday, Paul, when Jim joined and all the noises he was making. We're talking about weird.
Jim joined as well. He was exercising on his cross trainer with his camera off.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a grown man's chatting to you, panting away, it makes you a bit worried.
Oh, the camera was off?
Especially when you can't feel the hands on your hips.
Bit weird.
Oh dear.
That's bad.
Oh, Christian said everyone put LED lights.
Wait, he's still heating now. I saw that. I was going to say,
he's gone.
Okay, random. Right, well, there we go. We've got nothing else to talk about. We're going to go off there. You want to join us off there? Come and join us. The links in any non-live video, all the links for everything are in the non-live video. It's only the build videos, reviews. Click on the description. Down the bottom, there's links to ISM, UMP, the Live at the Bench page for all the live show news, the Off-Air Hangout group, my Paul ISM pages. Everything's in there. The email address to contact me. It's all in there. Just explain.
Do you want me to pop the link in the chat in here, Paul, for the Hangout group?
Yeah, go on, yeah. If you click on it, I'll let you on. Shut up, Daryl, pigment holders. I'm going to tell Lee. I'm going to purposely tell Lee not to make any. Yeah, there you go. There's the link to the Facebook group. You'll have to join and I'll let you on. I'll go do it in a minute if anyone joins. But we're literally going to stay in here now for God knows how long and have a chat and what have you. Although half the people are vamoose as we go off air because they're old. Yeah. So there we go. So we'll catch you all on Wednesday morning. No, we won't. We will, but we'll catch you on Sunday as well.
Sunday
first. Yeah.
Sunday.
I was going backwards. Calm down.
It's because the weeks roll by, it is, Paul. That's what it is.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
I say yes, because the weeks roll by, you lose track.
Yeah, it just flies by, doesn't it?
Do you want to do the ending bit of the show, or are you going to let me shut up and let me finish? So we'll be back. We'll be morning. Yeah, morning. We'll be back on Sunday and Wednesday. Thanks everyone that's joined in the chat and watched. Thanks for all these guys as well. I couldn't do it without these guys. If I did, it'd be much better. But I couldn't do it without them. And I will hopefully have part 1 of my next build up on maybe Monday or Tuesday. It's not the build I advertised the other day. It's changed due to ecumenical matters. Basically, I snapped something I shouldn't have. That sounds really bad. You banjo string.
You're doing a bench update.
Hey, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I have got to do a bench update. Yeah.
There'll be a couple of videos, probably early part of this week as well on my channel. A couple of kit reviews and a building update.
Excellent. Yeah, I need to do a bench update. I might do that. I might even do it tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow morning. I'll probably up at 4 a.m. again if I do them coming out of here this time. Yeah, so we'll catch you all next time. Well done, Chung. Chung caught a whole show.
Well done, Chung.
Nice one, Chung.
Kudos.
Yeah, that's right, KK. Somebody did say it's a rough build. They got a warning and the post got deleted.
Yeah.
If you ever say anything like that, report it to admin. We'll get it quicker. But I read everything and I did spot that. It's gone. And the person who did it's had a warning. So yeah, we'll catch you on next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.